You want to be treated right and want great results. Call Woolsey Morcom at 1-800-WOOLSEY and take the fear out of the fight. Offices, Jacksonville.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jacks for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need. Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Good morning.
Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine! Cougars, go time on a Monday morning. A Raise the Roof Monday with Next Gen Roofing. Wowzer, what did I just see, man? I give up, E.T. What are we even doing here? What do we do? What are these astute observations that we make? How can you evaluate this inconsistency? What a performance by the home team yesterday. Holy hockey sticks, top to bottom. Beaten like a drum. Sit on bruised and powder blue? Nuh-uh. Black and blue. That's what the Chargers go home yesterday in really one of the more dominant performances in Jaguars history, top to bottom. I'm going to get to the numbers here in just a second. And what a difference a week makes. It's beyond confusing how 1 week ago, I sat here 7 exact days ago this morning, bewildered, betrayed, and angry. Anger was the word of the day, and apparently not just for me, you, and the fan base, apparently it was for the team as well. Here's Trevor Lawrence.
Guys understood how important this game was today, as far as just our team and where we're at, and it's a game you got to win. You're playing a good AFC team, getting into November later in the season. You know, you start to look at your schedule and the games, and you're starting to run out of opportunities. And I just think for all of us, we know how important this game was after we gave one away last week in Houston, obviously, and it was a great way to bounce back for us. I mean, complementary football, offense, defense, special teams, everyone, pitched in. We fed off one another, the energy, the momentum. It was a fun day.
He admitted they were ticked off. Liam Cohen said the same thing. The Jaguars head coach, team meeting night before the game. They were expressing their anger. They're good. Good. I'm glad you are. Like I said, play what we said a week ago in the locker room before every game. I'm fine with that. The performance a week ago at Houston could not be any further away from the 60 minutes they gave us yesterday. If you could bottle that energy, that defensive execution, if you could just bottle that, the sky's the limit. Play football like you played yesterday. Run the football, play defense, except for one just misguided throw across the field and an interception. Control the sticks. They did it from start to finish, really, for the most part. So just a dominant win. How dominant? Trevor, by the way, 3-0 now against Justin Herbert, who had a rough day. Look familiar, though, Jag fan? Huh? That's when they get it. Everybody thinks Justin Herbert's a pretty good quarterback, right, overall? Man, when the floodgates open and you got nowhere to go from start to finish, you produce a game like that. By the way, good news. I just did a little peek see, E.T. With the running game going in the defense, we got to get that pass game on track, hopefully get BTJ back. But the pass defenses ease up on us here. Big time. I mean, these teams that we play, their overall pass defense, their passer rating versus numbers, including the Chargers yesterday, we've 8 of our 10 games have been against top 12 pass defenses. So that burden's going to ease up a little bit. They go to Arizona next week, but we can get to that later in the week. Let's just behold what we saw yesterday. You ready? The Chargers, who were 7-3 on a 3-game win streak, motoring along. But I tell you what, E.T., I had a feeling. I don't remember if I said it on the air here late on Friday, if we were kicking around in the break, but it just felt like we're going to play some good football this week, and the Chargers are going to have their go-to-sleep game. And they did. They just weren't sharp at all, right? They just, from the very beginning. All right, here's how dominant a victory we saw yesterday. By the way, worst loss in Jim Harbaugh's NFL career. Never lost by more than the 29 points that the Jags put on the San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles yesterday. All right, first downs, Jags 30, Chargers 8. Oof. Obviously, that means third down efficiency went the Jags' way. They were 50%, just 3 for 12 for the Chargers. Jags threw in another 3 for 5 on fourth down. Total plays, Jags 69, Chargers 45. Passing yards, 153 for the Jags, 93 passing yards. Justin Herbert had 80 yesterday. They pulled him with 11 minutes to go in the fourth. That's how dominant it was. Yesterday was like watching a college game. It looked like Ohio State was playing Purdue. We're not done. How about the rushing game? For the Jags, 192, including 4 scores from 3 different guys. Tootin, Etienne, another one for Trevor. 192 to 42. Total yards yesterday. Jags 345. Chargers 135. You held that offense. Justin Herbert. They had all 3 of those receivers, man. They were all there. McConkey, Keenan Allen. I mean, say what you want. I don't know where that came from yesterday. That energy, that execution. You ready for this one? Hold on to that steering wheel tight, gang. You 6 o'clockers driving in this morning. You ready? Jaguars yesterday? 1 penalty, 5 yards. Which I don't... The only question I would have with that is... Oh, that was offsetting. Never mind. That's why. That ridiculous call on B.J. Green, man.
Trash.
That is so bad. The
What
NFL,
are you supposed to do as a defender?
Bro, that's just a good hard hit. He didn't hit him high. He didn't hit him low. He didn't land on him. I think the ref looked at Justin Herbert and said, oh, he really hurts. Boom, there's a flag. Here you go. Here, use it to wipe up the tears. What a weak call. You steal a sack from the kid. By the way, that was an important play. The Jags would have taken over there at the 50. I mean, at the time, the game wasn't so in hand. Just 1 penalty yesterday for 5 yards. Time of possession. Jaguars 38 minutes. Chargers 22. Look, the reason it stands out is because the Chargers are a doggone good football team. It was a good Sunday for the Jags now. It'd been nice to see the Titans beat the Texans. Be nice to see the Browns finish off the Ravens and put those teams at 4-6 rather than 5-5, but they got a long way to go. But no, the right outcome for the Jaguars happened yesterday in Denver. Need the Broncos to win that game and win the West. Now Jags have tiebreakers over Kansas City and the Chargers. They've really set themselves up. It was a tremendous bounce-back game. You've got to package that, and let's get on a little run with that kind of effort each and every Sunday. The schedule opens up now. You got the Cardinals with Jacoby Brissett, who, by the way, did you see his day yesterday, Jacoby Brissett?
No.
Set the NFL record for completion. Now, they got killed by the 49ers. Jacoby Brissett yesterday completed. You ready? What do you think the record is? He set the record for completions in a regular season game.
I'd say the way that this thing is going, it got to be about 35, 36.
Higher.
40?
Higher.
50.
Lower.
45.
47 completions. Dude went 47 of 57.
Wow.
For a bunch of, again, in a game where the Cardinals trailed by about 25, 30 points for much of the afternoon. But, yeah, so you got the Cardinals, you got the 2-win Jets, you got 2 games against the Titans. If you play football like you did yesterday, you win those games. But that's the challenge, isn't it? And it's a challenge around the league. I look at the Chiefs losing yesterday at Denver, and again, very advantageous for the Jaguars to have now the Chiefs a game behind and a game behind in the tiebreaker. And if it comes down to any kind of three-way tie between the Jags, Chiefs, and Chargers, the Jags have beaten both of them. The Jags conference record is 4-2. So we're sitting really pretty with the work that's been done through 10 games. Going to have to finish it. But if yesterday is any indication, let that be the starting point. I don't dare say get better every week, but man, the thoroughness of a victory over a 7-3 football team who, again, came east, 10 a.m. on their own biorhythms, and, buddy, they never woke up. And before they could wake up, the Jags put them nighty-night. But it was just 14-6 at the half, right? 14-6 at the half, and then the Jaguars came out in the third quarter. They ate up the whole clock, remember? Had a nice, long, 11-play, 65-yard drive. They took that 21-6 lead. Had that big down, and then right going into the fourth, 21-6 down there. And they had like a third and 7. They had a completion to continue that drive, and ultimately it culminated with a little 1-yard dump off pass to Tim Patrick for a touchdown. That made it 28-6. The route was on after the Jaguars scored. Yet another touchdown following an interception for Antonio Johnson. That was it for Herbert. He left. The Jags took a 35-6 lead, and they kept it right there. The Chargers unable to find the paint all afternoon. And just a beautiful day for football, right? I mean, it was gorgeous yesterday, man. And the Jags rewarded their fan base. Here's another thing, too. They had to slip up against Seattle, but they've won all their games at home except for that one. Now, technically, officially, their home record is 4-2, but, that Rams game in London where you don't have a home crowd advantage is, we'll take them as home wins when we win them. But when it actually comes to playing in the bank, that's wins now over the Chargers, the Texans, and the Chiefs. So 10 games in, job well done, boys. Keep it up. You completely turn my mindset around in a week. A week after playing football so bad that I can't imagine they're even a playoff team. They play football so good that I can't even imagine that they're not. Welcome to the NFL. And take with a big rock-sized grain of salt any evaluation you get from us or anyone else. Because from week to week in this league, good luck. Man, we had some good quarterbacks with some bad days yesterday. Herbert takes the cake here. His passer rating was like 40 yesterday after his afternoon. If you watched Sunday Night Football last night, Jared Goff looked like a rookie. The NFL's leader in completion percentage went 14 for 37 throwing the football last night. Around the league, Sam Darnold yesterday. Sam Darnold now has 10 interceptions, second most in the NFL. Y'all trying to sell me him as an MVP candidate a few weeks back. He had the Seahawks still almost won. They had a 61-yard field goal in the air on the final play. It missed from Jason Myers, and the Rams beat the Seahawks 21-19. But Darnold's 4 picks cost him the game. Seattle's still in that game with a quarterback throwing 4 interceptions. Wow. So he had a down. Baker Mayfield didn't have a great game yesterday at Buffalo. All that game went back and forth for much of it. So, some good quarterbacks, some highly rated quarterbacks, some real struggles yesterday, and another wild and wacky week. Fun now to look at those standings, though, isn't it? Fun here as we get to week 10, and after the day's complete or in the pregame for Sunday Night Football, they're flashing up the playoff standings and, where things stand. You're in the hunt, and they're noting that, the Jags, I remember they beat the Chiefs in Monday Night Football, so the Chiefs really 2 games back. But again, those fish we can fry as we move through November and into December. But the Jaguars, with yesterday's bounce back, I think sent a statement that don't forget about us. We sure are a playoff contender. And if they play like they did yesterday, they are certainly capable. And, with wins over San Francisco and Kansas City and now the Chargers, they're proving that. Play your best football. Be your best you. You can beat just about anybody in this league, a league that it is hard to find a team that you're sure is the best team. It's hard to find one this year. Almost every year you got one, right? Usually by now there's some team that's 10-1, nobody else is close. But, I mean, you just look at the AFC. The three best teams in the AFC are the Broncos, Colts, and Patriots. Go figure. Ravens, Chiefs, outside looking in still at this point. What a year. And what a game. What a game for the Jags. So we'll have more on that. I'm going to take you inside the locker room. Josh Hines Allen and that pass rush were a big part of yesterday's success. They got after him. It was like 48% of his dropbacks maybe. He was pressured. Justin Herbert, they were after him all day, man. And 3 sacks. They had another one that got called back because of that ridiculous penalty on B.J. Green. There was another one with Trayvon that resulted in an intentional grounding, but it was as good as a sack. So really, by my count, they had 5 sacks yesterday, and they were after him all day. But Josh Hines Allen set a record. You'll hear from him. That's 2 weeks in a row now with a sack. Let's get him hot down the stretch as well. But just a real man. It was a much needed flush the eyes with saline solution and get a clearer perspective now on the home stretch, a 7-game home stretch that the Jags will enter 2 games over 500 and coming off literally their best game in years. So that's the backdrop for our Jacksonville Jaguars in victory formation today. Theoretically, ET at 6-4, the Dassa Dub 12-5 prediction is back in play.
Oh, it's still live,
Yeah,
baby.
I mean, again, this isn't a team that I trust is going to win every layup. This isn't a team that I can trust at all that yet, that's a guaranteed win. But, buddy, at least they reminded themselves yesterday of how formidable they can be when they play good, complementary football. So they ran it great, almost 200 yards. ETN and Tootin both over 70. I like seeing it that way. Tootin had his best game by a mile, didn't he?
Almost broke one, too.
Yeah, he did. My 60-yard prediction.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, winner, chicken dinner on the poll question.
Yeah.
I went with the 3 sacks.
Yeah.
Now,
combine the two, then they had over the 150. But the question was ETN. Was it 125 or 150?
it was I think it was one.
I think it was 120.
Did he go over that? Did he go over either one of them?
They both had about
You don't get to
75.
combine them. The question was ETN.
Right,
And
right.
then,
So
Trevor
you
was 250 and 2 scores. And I don't even remember what the 4th one was.
Yeah, I forget.
But
yeah,
I
you
went with the
definitely
beleaguered pass rush.
You did.
And from the get-go, man, they came after it. So, look, B.J. Green and Strigal got more reps yesterday. That young blood out there was hungry.
Healthy scratch for Emmanuel Ogbah.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Good performance for the young boys. They took their time and they balled.
That's a sack and a half I haven't seen Ogbah get. Right?
Correct.
So, tremendous. It was a great weekend in sports. We got a lot that we'll filter through here on this Monday edition. It's brought to you by Next Gen Roofing. What a terrific partner we have and a partner for you. Listen, man, those roofs are a serious thing, right? So at some point, you need to get them checked. You need to get ahead of the game. You need a partner that you're going to get cash back for using 1010XL and Next Gen Roofing. So for all your roofing needs, there's our partner. And today we're raising the roof in victory formation. Back with more on a busy weekend. I'm going to touch on another big event in Jacksonville last night. And a hearty admission, I was wrong. I'll tell you why when we return. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
How does it feel to throw an NFL touchdown? Find out from a guy who's thrown 89 of them.
I'm David Garrard on 1010XL.
Mondays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
What if you could pull up to $500,000 in cash out of your home and drop your mortgage rate to 4.99% APR? Hey, Prosper here, and right now at Loan Pronto, they've got the lowest rates in 3 years. With Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can get your cash in as little as 3 days, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and even skip your next 2 house payments. One client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Paid off their debt, paid off 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Movember is Men's Health Awareness Month, so take charge of your health and vitality at Ackerman Urology in Mandarin, Middleburg, The Beaches, and World Golf Village. For prostate and urological needs, trust Ackerman Urology. AckermanUrology.com.
Fumbled your fender? EV took a hit? Guardian Collision is your MVP with certified expert auto body repair for any electric vehicle. Guardian Collision, they guard what moves you. Visit GuardianCollision.com.
Hi, folks. It's Frank Frangie. Did you know that individuals over age 60 have great results on Awaken 180? See how you could drop weight and get off your medications in just 3 months with Awaken 180's Golden Program. Visit AwakenOne80WeightLoss.com.
Welcome to the Bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Call State Farm agent Jason Judy in Jacksonville at 904-416-1732.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars. Make them your AC partner with honest cost estimates before they start the work with no hidden fees. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
It's a hard week, man. That was a hard, obviously, last Sunday. And, when you have that taste in your mouth and it has to live there all week, and you can only get so much of that taste out of your mouth in practice and going through the game planning, and you're going through it. And last night, we just talked about, guys, let's keep this real simple. Let's go out and cut it loose for 4 quarters as a team and see what happens.
We saw what happens. Ooh, complete, total road grading, shellacking. B to A, man. B to A. It's a dominant performance. One of the most dominant performances considering the opponent, maybe in franchise history. It doesn't feel like it in mid-November, 1 o'clock kick. But that Chargers team, man, is now look, they're banged up at tackle, but they've been banged up at tackle and winning football games. And so just an incredible performance. The defense had given up, at average, given up 33, and if they'd given up 100 points the last 3 weeks. Given up 33 a game for the last 3 weeks. To hold the Chargers to 6 yesterday.
That's a dub.
That's a dub. So in 3 weeks, you've given up 100. Now in 4 weeks, you've given up 106. You go from giving up, you lower it by a touchdown a game with that one performance. And look, the offense also did something yesterday, something we didn't see yesterday for the first time in a long time, at least involving the following participants. So in the Jaguars locker room post-game yesterday, Logan Cook and the long snapper Ross Matisic, is it? Matisic, yeah, right. Matisic, yeah. Logan Cook and Ross Matisic wanted a picture with Trevor Lawrence. It's like, okay, so he pauses and he goes and they take the photo. The reason? With the commemoration? First game with those three without a punt. With all three of those involved. And Matisic's been here for, I think he was a Pro Bowler on that 22 team that went to the playoffs. So these three guys have been together now for a few years. Jaguars bouncing back from the worst collapse in history where they couldn't make a first down in the fourth quarter, and they go to a game where they don't punt all day. So that, look, I know the defense is rightly getting so much credit because they have been so bad. But the offense, again, now we've gone through a stretch here. They had 8 straight possessions with a score, even though they lost at Houston, didn't do anything in the fourth. And now yesterday they have a game for the first time with Cook, Matisic, and Lawrence where they don't punt. Okay, good. I'll take it. Oh, here's another little fun with numbers fact for you. The Jaguars this year now, 3-0 against the AFC West.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it might be the best division in football in the AFC. Now, you still got the Broncos ahead.
Got a chance to sweep them, though.
But you have a chance, man. And if they do that, I will almost say this. If the Jaguars beat the Broncos out in Denver, they're going to go to the playoffs. Because if they were able to do that, and that means they've taken care of some of this other business, they'll have really, that conference record's important. It's important where you're winning and losing. So for 2 of those 4 losses to come against the NFC West, that's not a terrible thing. And look, man, we're a fourth quarter blown lead and an awful pass interference call away from being 8-2.
Man.
So hopefully we're more 8-2 than we are that brutal 4-week stretch, man, where they just were not good at all. And it all culminated with that. And they weren't terrible. Now what Cohen said a week ago, it adds some value. And that is this. You take this from that game. We beat them for 3 quarters, then we had the worst quarter of football that a team can have. So let's remember that at least, and let's be ticked off when we take the field next Sunday. And they were ticked off, and that defense was emotional and hot from the get-go, man. So just such an enjoyable day. Next time the Jaguars are at home, first and foremost, we'll have another Ultimate Fan giveaway. We'll be out at one of the dailies giving away those 10-packs. But the next home game is against the Colts. So, boy, a 2-week road trip. No excuses. You're at Arizona, at Tennessee. This incredible schedule of Niners and Seahawks and Chiefs and double-up Texans. I mean, even the Panthers are 6-5.
Right.
One of the wins was over them. So here's a couple of games, man. And by no means, again, this is not a team that can exhale and think they've done anything. They're still way too young. But I tell you, of all the things, it's just amazing. I find myself bouncing in my head from the superlatives from yesterday when you consider how bad the Jags had been a certain thing. Trevor had a lot of time to throw yesterday. The offensive line dominated for the most part against a really good defense. They ran it for almost 200 yards. They committed just 1 penalty. 1 penalty? This team usually has 1 penalty before the first drive is over. I'm not lying. All right, much more NFL and Jags talk as we move along this morning. But I gotta say something. I was wrong. I was wrong about the scheduling of this Florida-Miami game was poorly planned and designed, and it's a shame that you're bringing the national champions to town, and it's at 8:30 on a Sunday night. That's a tough ask, for local fans, especially when you've got the fair downtown that might, keep you from going. You've got the Jaguars having already played earlier in the afternoon, and lo and behold, last night in the arena, 8,500 fans. I'm assuming that's close to a sellout. I don't know what the arena holds for a basketball game. I didn't go back down, obviously, with our early start today. I did watch it on television from start to finish, and it looked full, right? I mean, every shot you saw was fannies in the stands. Florida, for all those that showed the effort to get down there, came through. They beat Miami last night 82-68. The Canes hung around for much of the night. It feels like that game was a little bit closer. The Gators had a run in the second half where they took that lead out to 16, 18 points. It bounced between like 10 and 2 for a lot of the game, and then they built it up into the high teens lead. It was a bounce-back game for Alex Condon. He needed one. He and Chinyelu were really good inside yesterday. Florida's getting banged around, though. They're not dominating the interior, but because they're so good on the interior, matchups that might lead to upset losses, like last night against Miami, because like I said, I thought Miami hit the boards pretty hard. The Gators only out-rebounded them 47-41, but Condon had 19 points. He added 7 rebounds. Chinyelu had 16 points and 12 rebounds. Tommy Houck is the best player on the team. He's the glue. He's the go-to guy. He had 17 last night. He also had 8 rebounds. He's just a terrific all-around player. The biggest red flag right now for Florida basketball is the outside shooting woes for Boogie Fland and Xavier Lee, and they continue. Florida was second from the bottom, like 355 out of 356, because D1 basketball is hundreds and hundreds of teams. It's not like football. And Florida was second to last in three-point field goal percentage going into last night's game. It's like 21%. Name a college basketball team, and they've shot better from 3 this year than Florida. Fland and Lee have struggled terribly, and that continued last night. Boogie Fland from 3, 0 for 4. Xavier Lee from 3, 0 for 6. They combined to go 0 for 10. But the Gators found the touch from some other guys. Condon hit a couple. Houck hit 3. And Urban Klavjar is going to be that designated three-point shooter. He hit 4 three-pointers last night. So overall, big improvement from 3 as well for the Gators, who hit 9 of 29, 31%, which is, again, that's 10% better than what they had averaged coming in. But more than anything, I was pleasantly surprised with a loud, robust crowd, and I was worried that the combo of the Gator basketball fans not being able to do it, and then also this, the Gators come to Jacksonville, and, good that the fans showed up for them there. And it was, by all accounts, a really, really good atmosphere and a lively crowd, and a big crowd last night that saw the Gators improve to 3-1. They're 3-0 against the Sunshine State, and they're 0-1 against Arizona. That's pretty much how it's gone to this point. Couple of layups here. I think they play Merrimack this week. Ooh, Merrimack? Not going to be very merry for Mac, I don't think, in that one. But they've got games with Duke and UConn before the conference schedules get going, and a chance to measure themselves against the top team after failing that measurement against Arizona in the season opener. Great college basketball game yesterday afternoon. We're all, knee-deep in the NFL, so I doubt you watched. But Houston, number 1 in the country, went to Auburn yesterday. It came down to the final shot. Auburn had a shot blocked in the literal final seconds, and Houston held on and won by 1. But I digress. Back inside that Jaguars winning locker room, hear from Josh Allen, who's now the all-time career leader in sacks, and more importantly, this 2 weeks in a row with one, and get his motor going down the second half. Jags celebrate a thorough, dominant victory, probably one of the more thorough, dominant victories maybe in franchise history. So let's go. Let's go. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, a symphony of sweat, grit, and glory. Dive into the action and live the moments. For play-by-play, it's 1010XL. Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
The young guns styled and profiled all over their opponents and put together a drive that displayed their dominance. Trevor Lawrence led the group on a 16-play, 76-yard drive, capped off by a Tim Patrick touchdown, making the score 28-6 with 11:38 left in regulation. The 9-minute drive is your Randy Marion Cadillac drive of the game.
Attention small business owners. Did you know you can get 100% tax deduction on a brand new Cadillac?
That's right. Choose your new Cadillac and qualify for a 2025 tax deduction of up to 100% of the purchase price.
There's never been a better time to own a Cadillac and drive your business forward in style.
Visit Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville today for incredible deals and expert advice.
Don't miss your chance. Experience the luxury you deserve and the savings you need.
Plus tax tag title, $9.99 admin fee and resistol on approved credit.
The Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is everyone's favorite holiday tradition that's back for another season. Hand-spun the old-fashioned way, this festive peppermint-flavored milkshake is made with Chick-fil-A ice cream and features chips of crunchy peppermint bark. It's minty, merry, and topped with whipped cream and a cherry. Order in the Chick-fil-A app or swing through the drive-thru for a late-night snack. For a limited time only during the holiday season. Try one before it's too late at Chick-fil-A.
2 Super Bowls, 1 Walter Payton Man of the Year award. I think we got a big one here. Eric Armstead brings his big resume to Helmets and Heels for big-time football talk. Fridays at 3. Kept healthy by orthopedic specialists of Jacksonville.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing. No shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in your chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. The Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. February 15th, 2026. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Are you ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? It's the Black Friday sales event going on now at Renewal by Andersen. Buy now and pay nothing until 2027. That's no money down, no payments, and no interest for 2 years. And this offer expires November 30th. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Hey folks, Frank Frangie here for Lee & Kate's Glass. Now with the holidays coming, it's time to update that dated-looking bathroom setup and give yourself the gift of a gorgeous new frameless shower with big, sexy glass you spend every morning and night in that bathroom. A new shower enclosure from Lee & Kate's Glass will look fantastic and make your bathroom feel like a luxurious spa. You'll love it. You deserve it. Request the free in-home consultation. Visit LeeandKatesGlass.com.
You're gonna see a big difference. 1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I don't think it was never a chase thing. It was just like, for me, just playing football and doing what I needed to do. So, I mean, I'm ready to go out, watch this film out. Who we playing next week? Arizona. Good young team, I think. And go out there and play as fast as I can, as hard as I can, and play the same game plan we played today.
Man, you want to talk about focus. That wasn't Hollywood. These dudes literally don't know who they play next week. We got the Chargers this week. That's enough for me. I think we'll put the game plan in on a Wednesday. Look for a lot of balls in the air at Arizona next week, particularly if you get the lead. Apparently, they're pretty comfortable letting Jacoby Brissett sling it. He threw it 57 times yesterday in a blowout loss. In fact, set an NFL record with 47 completions, but that don't scare me much. It's nothing like the challenge that by the way, they did that yesterday without Marvin Harrison Jr. sat out. But Hines Allen, he's referencing becoming the Jaguars' all-time sack leader. So, look, we've ridden some ups and downs. We certainly get frustrated with every big-name player when they're not making the kind of plays that you want them to. But this is a couple games in a row now with a sack. That's 3 on the year. Sadly, that's second on the team. 10 games in. Eric Armstead had another one yesterday. He's got 5.5 sacks. Josh Hines Allen with 3. Trayvon Walker, 2.5. No one else has more than 1. So sacks continue to be an issue, even with 3 yesterday. It's a paltry number for the Jags near the bottom of the league, if not at the very bottom. But it was nice to see it play out yesterday. And hopefully that motor keeps running and those sacks pile up. I mean, look, you still got 7 games left sitting here with 3. Get hot down the stretch. Go give me 8. Go give me 8 sacks in 7 games. We'll get to a football fix next segment. That Myles Garrett, though, man, that dude is a one-man wrecking crew.
Oh, he's a problem.
He got Lamar. I think May got him again. I saw him get his 4th of Lamar yesterday. He already had a 5-sack game earlier this year. I feel sorry for that guy playing for Cleveland. Oof. Again, more on the football fix when we come back on the other side. Wild weekend in college football. Let's start with the elephant in the room. That elephant is named Lane Kiffin, and the room was Vaught Hemingway Stadium on Saturday night. Look, the tea leaves are there. This guy's not saying anything at all that makes it sound like he's staying at Ole Miss. It feels like LSU is out of it, and so if he's not staying at Ole Miss, it just feels like it's a done deal with Florida. They've sent a contingent out there. I've been told a certain visor-wearing ball coach made a trip out there with some Gator boosters and talked to Lane Kiffin. I've been told, I don't know what, again, deals that are made or agreements that have been reached can often change with waves of emotion. If the Gators are indeed near or have a deal in place with Lane Kiffin, it would behoove them to get it all official, like when the season ends. The last thing you need is Ole Miss making a run through the college football playoffs and winning a national title, because then it could be a legitimate question. Well, what's the motivation for leaving? Why? You're at a place where you can win a national title. But Hicken made a good point in Swamp Sessions, the award-winning, Let It Rip podcast that we do every Saturday night after the game. I say night because, my God, I said this. Our producer is Lauren Michaels. If you know, you know. That's the Saturday Night Live producer. We go on about when they do. But he said the other day that Saturday night is kind of a perfect example of why Lane Kiffin would want to be the coach at Florida. This is Lane Kiffin's best team at Ole Miss. Offense, defense, they got it all. Florida is a sugar show, and it's a dogfight to the end. Just the talent and the resources. And bottom line, if Lane Kiffin were coaching Florida on Saturday night and Billy Gonzalez / Billy Napier were coaching Ole Miss, the game would have gone the other way. Florida would have won the game. So can't help but feel for my dear friends at Catlin Truck Accessories and having Lane Kiffin and perhaps losing him to a team that you're demonstrably better than, a program that you've passed for now. But again, all signs point to Lane Kiffin ultimately in Gainesville. So we'll see if there's any developments. That after the game, he just deflected. If you're all in where you're at, there ain't no reason to deflect. If you're going to stay at Ole Miss, there's no reason the long-term debt. They're going to pay you whatever you ask them. There's no reason it's not done already. He's quoted in his past, he grew up wanting to lead a blue blood. He's on record as saying that. That's a quote from some article somewhere. That's been his dream. And so we'll see. He did say he loves Ole Miss, and I believe he does. I'm sure Spurrier loved Duke. Just saying. SEC gave us a wild slate of games, though. That comeback for Texas A&M at home against South Carolina. Those Jokers trailed 30-3 at halftime.
I was watching the game, Jeff, and I low-key was like, somebody need to check that quarterback's bank account. Because it looked like he was throwing the game.
the Lenore Sellers?
No, not Sellers.
Oh, Marcel Reed.
Yeah, I'm like, no, there's no way.
He can struggle, man. Against Florida, he wasn't great. But they came out in the second half. They got a couple quick scores, and they were back in the game at that point and ultimately finished it off. And South Carolina, by the way, fired Shane Beamer. Did I see that? I think I saw that this weekend. Or maybe that was just one of those, now they'll put it up there because they're suggesting that's what should happen. So I don't want to get headline baited. I'm actually not seeing it here.
And how about that cop, man? I was actually watching that live when it happened. I'm like, what was that about?
Yeah, I don't think the players even saw. He acted like they chucked him on purpose. And,
he looked like he went in there on purpose.
He's where he's not supposed to be too. So good for Texas, good for everyone on the spot correcting it.
Yeah,
get your butt home, man. What's wrong with you? And then the look, turn around, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get your $500 for working security and stay out of the way there. Huh? You're right about that. But so Texas A&M stays undefeated. They pretty much wrap up a playoff spot now, win or lose in their finale against Texas. So what a big win for them. That SEC title game race is super interesting right now. You got Alabama. Bama lost Oklahoma at home this weekend. Go figure. Georgia blew out Texas. And so you got Georgia, Ole Miss, and Bama all with one loss. Texas A&M with none. If Texas beats Texas A&M, you could theoretically have 4 teams with one loss. You tell me who goes. I don't know. I'm not your answer, man. Back with the football fix next. It's a next-gen roofing. Oh, by the way, I want to say this, too, about FSU. They won to get back to 500. And there is one thing going on over in Tallahassee this year. There's been one incredibly bright spot. This Deuce Robinson, who they got from USC, is a beast, man. He had a 3rd straight 100-yard game. He's got 500-yard games this year. He's like top 5 in all of FBS in receiving yards. So he has certainly been a bright spot for the Noles, who beat Virginia Tech and, again, get back to 500. So they got, one more game before they play in Gainesville. And they at least now assure that they'll either have bowl eligibility or will be playing for it at the Swamp in the season ender. Back with Football Fix, lots of interesting news and notes from yesterday's NFL action when we return on a Next Gen Roofing Monday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
College basketball tonight. Florida A&M, a 38.5-point road underdog at the Stegman Coliseum at Athens against the Georgia Bulldogs. UCF laying 12.5 against Oakland at Addition Financial Arena in Orlando, 160.5 the total. Jaguars 35-6 over the Chargers yesterday at Everbank Stadium. They open up as 2.5-point road favorites of the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday at State Farm Stadium. College football Friday night, NC State hosting Florida State. The Seminoles are the 4.5-point road favorite. The Florida Gators +3 at home at Tennessee in the Swamp on Saturday, 57.5 the total. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL. Served by Tandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Experience Pink Floyd. Floyd Nation. November 21st at Florida Theater. Floyd Nation. Floyd Nation. Experience Pink Floyd. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com.
Tired of roofers who never answer the phone and just use AI?
I'm Morgan Conley, the People's Roofer. I answer every call. No robots, no runaround. I'm born here, built here, staying here. Visit morganconleyroofing.org.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. I love Hello Smooth Med Spa, my go-to for skin health and beauty. Their biggest event of the year is November 19th, National Botox Day. Huge deals, local vendors, and it benefits Make-A-Wish. Don't miss it. Visit HelloSmooth.com for more details.
Running a small business is tough, so the Florida Small Business Development Center at UNF provides a free business checkup, a personalized analysis that helps you boost profits, your online presence, and increase your company's value. No cost, no strings attached. It's guidance from experts who understand what it takes to succeed in business. Whether you're just starting out or ready to expand, it's time to act. Complete a request for consulting at unf.edu/SBDC.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campione Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Waiting around for Black Friday? At Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, we've already dropped Black Friday prices. That's right, thousands of vehicles priced to move now. Get zero down, no payments for 90 days, plus peace of mind with a lifetime warranty. Don't wait for the crowds. Get your Black Friday deal today. Start saving early with Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, where Black Friday starts right now. That'll wow ya.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Now it's going to be a direct snap to Travis Etienne, a little bit of a wildcat. He tries the middle of the field, keeps his feet, leans toward the goal line, touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown run out of the Wildcat, and Jacksonville has extended the lead.
I think research shows it's the first successful Wildcat run by the Jaguars in 3 years and 2 games. It feels that way. Finally, though, it was a play that paid off. Sitting in the press box where we were almost perfectly in line with Trevor on his little 3-yard touchdown run or however long it was. But you could tell that's what they were doing. He had a little bit of that lean in the shotgun before he ran in for his. I think Trevor has 5 rushing touchdowns. Is that right?
I feel like it's even more than that.
Yeah,
he got a bunch of them.
I think he leads the team in touchdown runs for what it's worth. You know what else we saw yesterday? And it's just kind of a small part of it yesterday. They relied on the run and playing defense. Trevor's day, it was 14 to 22, 153 yards. He had that one pick where on the out, that was. When they say let it rip, that's probably not where you should have let it rip. But especially in the second half, sharp and avoided any kind of mistakes. And they ran the ball incredibly effective, both Tootin and Etienne over 70 yards yesterday. But here's a little something that I noticed. 5 catches, 64 yards on 6 targets for Jacoby Myers. He's going to be that guy, man. He's going to be that sure-handed guy that once he gets integrated into the system, and once BTJ is back to attract some defensive attention, Jacoby Myers is going to be a very valuable pickup for this football team because he does something that the other receivers on this team don't do. He catches it every time. That's huge. It keeps drives going. It saves your quarterback a rough go of it at times. He catches the football, man. Finds openings, and he's just getting, the guy doesn't even know the playbook yet, I'm sure. So I'm excited to have Jacoby Myers down the stretch. 5 for 64. Like I said, he gives me Keenan vibes. He's not that, take the top off, but he just catches everything. He's a great teammate. And 5 for 64 yesterday for Myers. All right, fire the band. We got a football fix. Some news and notes yesterday. More the Ravens, they fooled around, but they didn't find out. They beat the Cleveland Browns yesterday afternoon late. A window that also saw the Broncos beat the Chiefs. This is big for the Jags. Chiefs fall to 5-5. The Jags have the tiebreaker over them. Jags beating the Chargers. They fall to 7-4. They're also on that tiebreaker. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but as sports fans, we dare to dream. man, if the Jags can go win these 2 games on the road, Arizona and Tennessee, they're going to come home 8-4 and most likely just a game back of the Colts. Colts, Texans, Chiefs play a 3-game round robin in the next 2 weeks. They play each other like in the next 3 weeks. They each play each other, so there's no bad outcome for the Jaguars when it comes to, at the very least, if the Jags can take care of business on the road, play with that same spark that we saw yesterday, they're going to host the Colts with a chance to get back to within 1. But I would say the Colts are going to lose one of these next 2 games before they come to Jacksonville.
I agree.
You know, they're at the Chiefs next week. Again, what an awesome sidebar view for the Jags. Either one of those loses, it's good for us. So we shall see. But Ravens escaped the Browns yesterday, though. Shador went into the game, and it was not good. Completed his first pass. Boy, they went crazy. Had a little 5-yard out, but by the end of the day, he had a pick, and they were after him. That's a tough spot. You're coming in for the first time of your career at halftime against those jokers.
Right.
And now the Ravens defense started terribly this year. They've gotten better. They got after it. Shador was not ready for that. Browns.
He almost won. Like, he had a couple of drop passes.
He was okay.
It was definitely a tough spot.
But his overall numbers were, I'm not even looking at him. At one point, it was like 3 for 12 for, not much. So, again, tough spot. The Browns are a terrible team, but Dylan Gabriel perhaps stays in that concussion, may give the Browns a chance to say, okay, let's see what Shador's got, right? Then take your time, be extra cautious. Next week's opponent, the Cardinals, lose 41-22. Jacoby Brissett threw it again. 57 attempts yesterday, 47 completions, an NFL record. Rams hold off the Seahawks. Sam Darnold, it feels like Sam Darnold is not a quarterback if you're going to win a Super Bowl as good as the Seahawks are. 4 picks yesterday for Darnold. Has 10 now on the year. And the Rams beat him by 2. Steelers had to bounce back, but Aaron Rodgers, they think may have broken his left wrist. Steelers beat the Bengals 34-22. Packers didn't play great at the Giants yesterday, but old Jameis being Jameis, 27-20, fourth quarter late, throws a pick in the end zone.
He's so funny, though.
The Bears, he's a nut. The Bears and Ben Johnson win another close one. The cardiac Chicagoans are 7-3 now. They win at Minnesota on a last-second field goal by local Cairo Santos. Texans escape the Titans 16-13. Tennessee is 1-9. Bills and Bucks go back and forth until Buffalo pulls away late. Josh Allen, Shazam. 3 touchdowns rushing, 3 passing. He's done it twice in his career. It's only happened one other time in NFL history. And the Dolphins won on the last day. There were 5 teams win yesterday on the last play of the game. I think that is also the first time that's happened in NFL history. It's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers. Check her out in Mandarin and the home course, the Jointed Creek Golf Club. Hicken Rival more come your way next in victory formation. A dominant win for the home team, and we're here for it. Back with more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get everything you need to know for your weekend on Pre-Game Friday.
We've saved the best for last.
Who's in, who's out, who's on Upset Watch. And I like it. Pre-Game Friday, built by Dreamfinders Homes on 1010XL.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
Hey Jacksonville, Rick Ballou here. Looking for a brand new truck? Right now, Crew Cab Ram trucks start at just $38,900 at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram West Side. And every new retail purchase comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost. From tough Ram trucks to adventure, Ready Jeeps, they've got the perfect ride waiting for you. Stop by Commonwealth Avenue or shop online at jackswest.com. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside, proud partner of the Jaguars.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
We send our best agent in the field.
I want you to find GoldenEye, find who took it, what they plan to do with it, and stop it.
Hayes Carline takes you behind enemy lines.
Man, he's like a super spy.
Activated by Pella Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When mice and rats show up in your home or business, they can be a real pain. You need them out fast, before they have time to multiply. Terminix knows how to shut down rodents and will keep them from coming back to wreak more havoc. When rodents show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a rodent problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online just like I did. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney, but we both want to know, have you done your will? Something you need to do, something you need to take care of, something to get on your to-do list, but don't just leave it there. Get it done. You got to get your assets to the people that you choose. You work hard for your money. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you out with your decisions. He'll provide you all the info needed. It'll make it all your choices easy. They're the Hinson Law Firm, and they got all the answers. If you have questions, reach out. 527-1700, 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Resto Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Resto Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
Resto Pros!
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by USA Airport Parking. Big bounce back win for the Jags Sunday over the Chargers. Head coach Liam Cohen credits.
Yeah, I just thought we executed at a high level. I thought the guys just executed and played their tails off.
Our state college roundup, FSU bounced back big over Virginia Tech. Miami lit up NC State, and Texas Tech had its way with UCF. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:03, it's 59 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Listen to these tracks.
Got me in a trance. DJ turn me up. Ladies, this so jam. I'ma sip Moscato and you gon' leave them pants. And I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Girl,
You know it! J-A-G-S,
Yeah.
I was walking down. They moved our parking spot.
Okay.
Down APR.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday. You know APR?
No.
A. Philip Randolph Boulevard.
Okay.
A lot of this music. Love hanging with the culture. Shout out.
Did you do a goat walk?
We were there. Love the people. A lot of Jose Cuervo being offered to yours truly.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Heck yeah. We had a good time partying after that win. Took the long walk. Had to get some steps in, so I just walked back.
Yeah.
I don't need that golf cart. I'm an old man, but I'll make it.
I'll make it.
I went all the way down there. Because, the fair is there, which is our parking spot.
Correct.
So we got moved out. So it's a good long hoof.
They're trying to give you that Cuervo?
Try to give me the Cuervo.
No Henny?
No hen.
That's unfortunate.
I wanted the Mador. I said, do you have the Mador? No, well, then I don't take the hen. No, I said, thank you, but I'm working. That's I got to work. What a, I don't know if I've ever been more stunned by a performance by the Jacksonville Jaguars to the good. Or honestly.
Especially in the context of last week.
Maybe a playoff win. But I liken the Chargers to sort of a Seahawks-Rams type vibe. Like, this is a big physical. I mean, the Jags came out in the summertime and said, we're going to be physical. And the first month they were. And we would come on here Mondays and, man, I would laud the offensive line and everybody. And we're just – but then we played, like, good teams.
Good lines of scrimmage.
Good lines of scrimmage teams, like the Rams and the Seahawks,
the Texans, even.
Yeah,
especially the D line.
Yeah, and then and we were getting bullied.
And the Chargers get after you now. They were top 10 in sacks. They got personnel,
ballers, man. And I don't know where that came from, but wherever it came from, you better bottle it and lock it up and do it again, because they like to say the overwhelming theme yesterday in the locker room was, we play better when we're peed off. Mm-hmm. Well, I just take our rants and put them on a loop in the locker room. There.
Play them every week. That's what I said. I said that last Monday. Play it for them every meeting. I'm fine with that. That's what the fan base feels, man. Go prove us different. They did.
There's a Avengers movie with the Incredible Hulk, and they were asking Dr. Banners, like, how do you control it? Like, whenever you're angry. He's like, I'm always angry. Yeah. That's what they needed. They always need to be angry.
They need to be angry, because I'm like, I'm watching that touchdown run by ETN, and I got Bobby Hainsey leading them, and he locked up that dude like the blind side.
Yeah. Pancaked him.
I mean, he's carrying him. He carried that dude 15 yards and then finished him. I was like, holy, where has that been?
Maybe some health back with him and that hamstring he had earlier.
192 yards rushing on 47 carries, the most amount of carries in an NFL game this year.
Worst NFL
40 tackles according to D-Rock, 40 runs between the tackles.
Well, they're getting 6 a pop. Why not? It sure felt like it.
It was
the worst loss by margin of victory in Jim Harbaugh's coaching career.
Ooh. And I've seen, now I will say this.
NFL, I don't know if he
I've seen our offensive line do this at times this year.
Yeah.
I haven't seen our defensive line play like that yet.
Yeah.
And they were ticked
Shout
off.
out the young boys, BJ Green and Strigal. They were active. They were back there creating some havoc.
They brought some juice.
Yeah, they did.
We needed a little juice.
Yeah.
They need to remind the boys what a privilege it is to play in an NFL game.
Keep Ogba right where he was yesterday on the inactive list. Don't need you out there. Give me these two guys going at him.
I'm fine with that. And I shame on the ref for taking away BJ's sack, but that's whatevs, man. It's a victory. Hopefully the boys will pay his fine, or the team will, because
that shouldn't even been a penalty. And he stole my man's sack.
Yeah, it was terrible. But nonetheless, the juice that those two kids provided was terrific. And just, again, that D-line, I haven't seen them play like that.
Yesterday
and
was
secondary. When Newsom went down, I said, Pross, who's that? 21. He goes, that's Braswell. I go, Braswell? Braswell's on the team. We were all stunned to learn that he's still around.
Yeah, I thought he was training camp, if you ask me.
And he did fine. He did fine, and Buster did fine, and all the backup dudes at the back line, even Dewey and Antonio played well.
Plays, yeah.
I mean, so that
they're down a lot of guys.
I going into that game, I would have told you that. Now, listen, I know the Chargers O-line is
injury,
especially on the ends,
and not good. Okay, but
good enough they're beating the other teams.
So are the Texans. A week ago.
Right.
So we had to, we had 3 sacks yesterday, but
another
Yesterday was a day where when you get multiple sacks, the pressures mattered yesterday.
I was about to say
right?
that.
Yeah.
Yesterday it mattered. Like a lot of days you say pressure doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yesterday it mattered because we harassed him. He was just uncomfortable.
They held the Chargers to 135 yards. That's the 5th best total in franchise history, according to Ryan O.
Dude,
135 yards. The whole thing was just incredible. Where did this come from? Now, my one only criticism, and I don't even want to do it today. I'd rather just celebrate. But I'm sure a lot of you thought the same thing. Well, if we can do that every week, why don't we?
Well, to your point about the defense, the pressure, the secondary, all of it coming together, Justin Herbert, I'm pretty sure, led the NFL in passing yards coming into the game. If he wasn't first, he was second. Okay?
Yeah.
His passer rating, 100 and something.
Oh, my
gosh.
Yesterday,
Justin Herbert, 10 of 18, 81 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. Passer rating, 44. 44.
Yeah.
Passer rating.
Yeah.
It's unheard of. I just don't. After allowing Davis Mills to score at will in the 4th quarter last Sunday, I just don't. I've never been more flabbergasted. I told you late in the week. I said I just kind of get the feeling the Jags are going to come together and play a game, and the Chiefs are due for a sleepwalk. I mean, the Chargers are due for a sleepwalk. They've been hot. They're coming back, and so. But I didn't think it'd be like this.
No, nobody thought.
Yeah,
35-6.
And that's a good team. That's the point. Like,
I know what to do.
Best one of the year.
And you would do this. We need to bring back that dude who used to slap the hell out of Big Hen.
Yeah, the trainer guy.
Yeah. Bring him, line the boys up in the locker room before the game. Just go down the line.
Or just play the rant. That might hurt. Might hurt even.
Come on, man. Come on, Joe. Hit me again, Joe.
Oh, I'll taste blood in my mouth. That's what I'm talking about, Joe.
Come on, Joe. We need to bring that cat
Those
back.
guys are different, those two big boys, Stroud and Henderson.
I saw Big Hen whipping around yesterday.
I saw Stroud last week at Scobie's deal.
Big Hen was there, too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Hen's riding around in a chair these days. Had some leg issues, I believe.
That's too bad.
But good to see him. But anyway, man, oh, man. Congratulations, man. And you know what? And you know what? You're not so sad when you play like that. So
yeah. Credit where credit's
for
due.
you.
Good for you for answering all the critics, all the negativity, all the pessimism.
Yeah.
Not a one of us believed you. And I said last week, I can't imagine the team that I watched yesterday, and I can't imagine they're a playoff team. Well, 1 week later, after what I saw yesterday, I can't imagine they're not a playoff team.
Yeah,
I
can't imagine.
Got to go win these 2 games, man.
I can't imagine them not getting 9 or 10 wins.
Yeah.
There was a
has to be more than 9.
There was a 4th down call early in the game, and they went for it.
Yes.
And I thought about y'all because I would have kicked it.
Yeah.
Did they convert it?
No,
they missed.
Trevor airmailed it.
Yeah, he overthrew.
Oh, I was already kicking and screaming at that point.
Yeah. Because we had momentum.
Could have had a long field goal.
Yeah. Points are precious. You know what? Dan Campbell died by the 4th down last night.
Oh, they over, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. Well,
I
when
think
I was watching, he was 0
6,
for 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
treated
anyway,
like Madden now, that 4th down.
They do. It's incredible. But, yeah, every facet of the game, just about every facet was complimentary football. It was just very
one penalty.
One penalty. I sat there and I said pregame.
Maybe our good players aren't the smart ones, that we replace these guys in the lineup and they do the right thing.
I said pregame. I said I guess we just have to accept the fact that we're a 9 penalty for a 100-yard team every Sunday.
Not this week,
because we have been.
Yeah.
And we had 1 freaking penalty. 1. Guys, it's in there, man. So I don't know. I was happy for Cohen. I thought he had some
good bounce back.
Really good ball plays called yesterday. He had some disguise and some trickery and some guys running open. It was and he stuck. This guy. One of the things that Liam Cohen does is he runs, and he finally just said, "The hell with it." bang my head against the wall trying to 47 rushes, 22 passes.
At the end of the day, it added up to 30 first downs to 8, 345 to 135.
Yeah.
The rushing yesterday, 192 to 42.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence outperformed Justin Herbert, and the defense forced a turnover to get that back, and they just dominated. But I love the no penalty. 38 to 22 time of possession. It was like, look, it was like I was watching Ohio State play Purdue, Dan.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like, and the fact that it came a week after blowing that lead, and the fact that it came, honestly, this is one of the top 3 teams on the schedule.
They took the ball, and they went down the field on them in the start of the second half. It was just textbook, man. It's textbook how to win by a blowout in the NFL. Read this book and go do it. And they did. And the coaching staff did a great job. And some of these guys who we've been, complaining about, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
But what a great day.
No.
Enjoy that
Steady.
win, Jack.
It was a solid foot, you look like a real
6-4
contender.
is a lot better than 5-5. A couple things fell your way yesterday again. So there's a long way to go. Long way. 7 still football games. But you can't listen, we're already past 4 last year. We're going to have meaningful football in December. When you get to 6 wins mid-November, you're going to have meaningful football in December, which is what we were hoping for. So
only as good.
Hats off,
and by the way, the momentum only lasts as long as your next game. So go to Arizona. We'll have plenty of time to talk about that this week. Somehow find that motivation, to your point, to get ticked off again. Because these games, the game against Arizona is just every bit as important. And look, the schedule, this is the reality. The schedule opens up now. We're through the meat. The most difficult of the schedule is over. We got Arizona and Tennessee, the next 2. You still have the Jets on the sched, and a couple with the Colts. So,
Dream Finders Homes poll question brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the
never
Jacksonville
been prouder
Jaguars.
to win a poll question than last week.
Yeah, PGA Tour and the Florida Gators. 3 sacks, the 3-sack question. Go to dreamfindershomes.com, man. Check out the interest rates that they offer you right now, and check out the homes. They are beautiful, and check out the locations. At least 15 of them.
15 of them things.
Just like Taylor Swift's ex. Sorry, Travis, who had a good game last night. What surprised you the most about the Jags win over the Chargers? Was it the fact that the offensive line was dominant? Was it the fact that the Chargers only had 135 total yards? Was it the fact that the final score was 35-6? Or was it the fact that there were 47 rushes and only 22 passes? What surprised you the most about the Jags win over the Chargers yesterday, fellas?
I would say, and no, they're all surprising, but I think that the offensive line dominating a team that's been among the best. Again, we talked about those 3 losses against the Texans, Rams, and Seahawks. They give up 19 sacks in those 3 games.
Yeah.
The Chargers came to town top 10 in sacks.
Yeah.
One guy's double digits already, and the fact that they kept Trevor clean all day, that they opened up the ground game, they were physical and no penalties is part of that too. But yeah, I'd go O-line dominating a good defensive line.
E, how about you?
I would go with E. But it's not on his list. But what y'all mentioned, the 1 penalty for 5 yards.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's crazy right there.
I should have had that on there.
But I'm going to go with because if I would have not watched the game, woke up this morning, checked the score, saw the Jags won 35-6.
That's fair.
That's what I'm going
That's
with.
fair.
Well,
That's the totality of it all.
Yeah, 52% chose that one. 22% said O-line. 21% said Chargers. 135 total yards. 47 rushes. 22 passes. 4.4%. 700 votes are in. You can vote for another couple hours at Twitter. You made a terrible faux pas in the first segment. You said, and I quote, "You can't ever say this again, so please take it back, and I'll be okay for the rest of the day."
I appreciate this vetting.
I feel sorry for Myles Garrett.
Oh,
Don't
you
ever
talking
say
about
that
the
again.
contract?
No, we said that last year. We said that last year. We said he should have got out of there.
Yeah.
We said that last year.
I'll accept that.
Yeah, thank you. That's all I ask.
But you can't.
We can't do that.
I won't publicize my thoughts, but you can't tell me how to feel. This is the drill. We'll come back with a 10-minute drill. Lots of interesting weekend in sports for sure. Man, that college football pressure cooker got turned up this weekend. And so much more. And, of course, we'll get into the Hawks sweeping a West Coast road trip, maybe the first time in franchise history. Came from 22 down in the 4th, ET. Huh? Beat a Suns team that had won 5 straight. Just saying. I'm going to be the Rangers version of the Hawks. this basketball season. Like Hicken and his Rangers, how we get a daily Rangers update. That I'll become that guy with the Hawks. I'll blow like the wind. If they're terrible, I'll never mention them. If they're good, I'll claim them title contenders.
I like it.
Anyway. All right. Back with more next. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Next Gen Roofing. We're raising the roof with Next Gen Roofing.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Dadgummit, Miles, you should have got out of there, though. 12 sacks, 16 sacks, 16 sacks, 14 sacks, 14 sacks, 12 sacks. The first player in NFL history with 12-plus sacks in 6 straight seasons, man. Myles Garrett, but last year, you said you wanted to be traded, and they would have obliged. They would have obliged. You would have got that Micah trade. And you said, all of a sudden, they said, no, how about if we give you another $40 million? What then? Okay, I'll stay. Well, you made your choice, and now with your 15 sacks this year, you're going to keep going. You're going to have 20, 22, 24, who knows? But you're going to be doing it in Cleveland, where the Browns will be picking in the top 5 again.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's D-Rock's deep dive into Jacksonville football.
Hey, where's your sense of adventure? Mike DeRocco with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony every Thursday on Jaguars Today. Opened by Lee and Kate's Glass on 1010XL.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, Hicken here for Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium service for the life of your doors. Listen, things get frustrating when that garage door misfires. Oh, boy, if mine ever does, I call Action Garage Door. Why? They take action. That's why. Jeff Bernard and his crew, Jacksonville folks, man. Call Jeff. His people are on it. You don't have to go through layers and layers of some out-of-town corporate type deal. No, it's Action Garage Door, and Jeff's been doing it for 25 years, baby. That means something. It means stability in this town, right? They know how to do it, and they'll take great care of you. And listen, I've been in my house for a long time. I got a garage door through Action Garage Door recently, and people still comment about it. Dramatically improves my curb appeal, and the garage door openers bring features like smart home integration, quiet operation, adds secure. All right, Hick, enough. What do I do? How do I get a hold of them? GarageDoor911.com. GarageDoor911.com. That's the way to get a hold of Action Garage Door. They're Action Garage Door, and you can reach them at GarageDoor911.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Learn everything you need to know about the Jaguars on Duval Rundown. I'm Hayes Carlyon. Join me each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:04. You can find Duval Rundown on all the social channels of 1010XL.
Driven by Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
Your favorite band live, First Chord Hits. That's a thrill. But for the accident attorneys at Farah and Farah, what thrill beats them all?
It's the thrill of the win. I've been there when the worry is real, when the bills pile up, when the pain doesn't quit, and getting the call that says, "We came through for you." That's huge. It's about seeing that weight lift, helping folks walk out better than when they walked in. Yeah, we're built for that.
Call Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price, they're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
Chelsea here, ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? During Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday sales event, buy now and pay nothing until 2027. That's 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 2 full years. Our Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida homes, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable all year round. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home design consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets savings.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Just recently, Cam Little was good from 68 yards to set an NFL field goal record. You know who else goes the distance? The team at Coil Fencing. Coil is A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau and has been serving the Jacksonville community for nearly 100 years. From sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love to tough chain link for your commercial project. Coil does it all. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Need electric vehicle repair? Guardian Collision is expert certified for any electric vehicle. Trust the home team for auto body repair on your EV. Guardian Collision. They guard what moves you at GuardianCollision.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
All right, we got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He tells me that's Razzle Dazzle. That's with Z's, Razzle, Dazzle. What are you dazzling them with today, my friend?
I got a $30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cars and Collectibles.
Showtime!
Showtime is the best place in town for sports memorabilia. Stop by Showtime. They're open 7 days a week on Phillips Highway at the intersection of Phillips and Shad Road.
Well, you learn something every day, or in this case, I learn something every week about the NFL that I did not know. There are so many, personalities and great players around the league that you can't know everything about everyone, but I now know something in no uncertain terms about at least one of the league superstars, and that is this. Jamar Chase is a liar. That's what he is. He's an all-pro, and he's a great player, and he's a Pro Bowler. He might be the best receiver in the league, but that, and above all, he's a bold-faced liar.
He said he didn't spit?
He said he didn't spit. He went right in and doubled down. Nothing came out of my mouth about that guy, blah, blah. Well, why was he mad? I don't know. We talk, yada, yada. He
spit.
Flat out lie. Oh, no. Have you seen the video?
I
mean, it's worse than what.
It's a loogie.
It's worse than what the guy from Philly did.
The only thing is it didn't hit him in the face. It hit him in the
It hit him like on his chest.
In the chest.
But you still don't want to be spit on.
Chase should be suspended for a game.
Well, he should have been ejected as well.
Yeah, and since he wasn't
and by the way, why can't they check the video?
They right on the spot.
Yeah.
I don't know that they probably had to go looking for that one. I don't know if it showed up as immediate. Maybe it did. I don't know. I wasn't watching the game.
Now, the playoffs, if you're playing the Steelers, go ahead and spit on Jalen Ramsey on the first play.
Trust me. I went to that video hoping beyond hope that Jamar Chase didn't spit on him and that Jalen would look that much more stupid.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case.
No.
He did spit on him.
Did.
So Jalen should have let him have it. And Jamar Chase, with all the plays and touchdowns, and he's a liar. That's what he is. Jamar Chase is just a liar. Your bird is a liar.
Got to tell you, one of the things, I think the most stunning thing about the Jags' win yesterday was that I started thinking about this. There was no BTJ. There was no Hunter. There was no Harrison. There was no Strange. There was no Murray. There's no Lewis. There was no Newsome. I mean, you go down the list here, man. There's a lot of guys who aren't playing, and a lot of those guys are coming back. Now, obviously, Travis Hunter isn't, but
I wonder if
hopefully that'll help.
It's dangerous to attribute anything to something without knowing everything. But, I mean, I find it curious. We replaced our right tackle and our quarterback is upright. And I know Harrison's, by all accounts, had a good
probably the best
year.
out of all of them.
But he did get beat a couple times against Houston, who didn't. But it's surprising that you can lose your starting right tackle, supposedly your best offensive lineman, and your offensive line have its best game.
Shout out to Cole Van Lanen, who played jumbo tight end, then played left guard, and then played right tackle.
He's had an important role on this team. He's swung all up and down that offensive line when needed.
That's what Shatley used to do, I guess. But I think Cole Van Lanen did it pretty well yesterday.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Van Lanen can just play about 4 of the 5 positions on that line.
Yeah,
and like you said, play some jumbo. They don't have any tight ends. I mean, they called up the Morris guy, but they're beat.
We talk a lot about these one-score games and records last year. I think we set an NFL record with 10 one-score game losses, right? Obviously, it didn't apply to us yesterday, which is beautiful. However, it does apply out in Kansas City, where the Chiefs last year were 11-0 and
12-0. I think I read. Yeah.
And now they're 0-5 this year. 0-5.
What a difference, huh? 0-5. All 5 losses.
I don't care how good you are. The one-score game thing eventually evens out.
I still, because I'm just, I've got a wary eye cast on those jokers. I still look at that schedule and say they could be 11-6 without.
Yeah,
I do. But you can't just keep losing.
No.
And by the way, they're losing to the Chargers, the Broncos, the Jags. They're losing conference games. That's not good.
No.
One thing about the Jags in the start, they're really good. They got the tiebreaker now against the Chargers and the Chiefs. They've got a really good conference record at 4-2. 2 of their losses came against the NFC. By the way, 3-0 against the AFC West, which is supposedly
amazing.
One of the football's best.
It has bunched up again, though. The Patriots at 9-2, the Bills at 7-3, the Steelers and Ravens are all in at 6-4 and 5-5. Colts 8-2,
Texans
Jags 6-4, Texans 5-5, Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Let me tell you what
happens
the next 2 weeks, Dan. While the Jags are playing at Arizona, at Nashville, 2 destinations that contending teams see 49ers yesterday, see the Texans even yesterday. You got to find a way to win those 2 games. But during that 2-week stretch, Houston, Kansas City, and Indy going to do a little round robin.
Good.
They're going to play each other. Like each game is against each other. So we're going to have good outcomes on the other side. Any of those teams lose, it behooves us. And this is an opportunity with, again, after this brutal murderer's row schedule, this is the first back-to-back non-contending teams we've played. We haven't played, back-to-back, especially considering what the Bengals were when we went to Cincinnati. Obviously, they've become a shell, and they were.
I think the Chiefs are going to get to 10.
Right? At least 10.
Yeah.
And I could see them getting to 11, but I could also see them getting to 9.
But
because they keep losing these games, I could see them getting to 9. I was shocked. I thought once they took that 3-point lead in Denver yesterday, and the Broncos in their youth, and I didn't think they would be. I thought the Chiefs, they need, it was a lot like the Jags game. They needed the Jags game. They had it, and that great defense couldn't hold it down.
And last week we talked about Bo Nix and, some of the negatives about him. He stepped up big time yesterday. He made some big passes down the stretch, 6-6 slugfest at halftime, but he was able to outduel Mahomes and get him 16 points in the second half, and he went 24-37 for 295. On a day that they really couldn't run the ball. They only averaged 2.8 yards running the ball per carry. So great job. And Pat Bryant, is contributing as well. The
he had a good
Jacksonville
game
kid.
yesterday.
Yeah. So it was a really
and their defense is really good. And
really good win for them.
Jags will have to go out to Denver, and I think it's Christmas week maybe?
Yeah.
21st. So. Again, 1 week at a time. I found it kind of refreshing. They asked Josh Allen about setting the sack record. And as he's talking about it, he literally had to ask who they play next week. I mean, we wonder, when we hear these cliches about 1 week at a time, it literally shows you the grind mode that they get to. Listen, one thing about Allen and setting that sack record yesterday, forget that totality of it. That's 2 weeks in a row with a sack from our guy. He had Houston. He had a sack last week at Houston.
Did he?
Or was it? It was the Raiders.
Yeah.
So he had 1.5 against the Raiders, and then nothing, and then 1 this week. Okay, so 2.5 in the last 3 weeks. Yeah, that's right. 2.5 in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can get on a run and a roll and push double digits, and that glimmer of a pass rush attack we saw yesterday can play out.
I just love the fact that the dudes like we said earlier, Strigow and Green making plays, and those guys bringing some juice. I thought that was terrific. So that was a big positive for me.
Did you? This is an all-time troll. I have a new favorite fan. Did you see what happened yesterday, courtside with the Warriors at New Orleans?
Uh-uh.
There's a play early in the game. one of New Orleans fans is got the courtside seats, right? He's kind of a mid-30s, kind of a big burly guy, but didn't, not necessarily threatening looking by any stretch. So anyway, there's a stretch in the game, or early in the game, where Draymond Green gets 4 straight of his own misses. Dude starts chirping he's Angel Reese. And Draymond chuckled at first and laughed it, but the dude kept going with the Angel Reese, and Draymond kind of lost it. He went over to the sidelines and chest to chest with the dude. Oh. And the dude's just got a smile on his face. He's like, bro, they didn't kick him out. He didn't do anything wrong. Too bad, trillionaire. Shut your ears. But it was funny because it was funny, and I guess it depends on who you are, what you can get away with what you say. Like sometimes people will say something and then people will take 5, offshoots of what they said. But basically he admitted yesterday it's insulting to be called a woman. I mean, that's basically what he said. This man's calling me a woman. I got 4 kids, and like being called a woman was the worst insult. Never mind the basketball part of it. That's what he's making fun of, your me-bounds. But, yeah, it's not often. Look, maybe security should have there a little quicker. But they're like standing, a foot from each other.
But Draymond can't do that. You can't go.
No, close your ears, buddy.
Just like we can't go on the field to play.
Correct. Right.
Yeah. You can't come in the stands.
Yeah.
That's the rule as old as time.
Well, the fact that
that's what leads to malice in the palace, or that's what leads to a fan getting their butt kicked when they go on the field. You don't go on the field. You don't go in the stands. There's a line of demarcation, and Draymond should know. Russ doesn't know that. Russ don't put up with that either.
He don't. West Brick. He don't like that.
You know.
He don't like that.
So the dude, he's a 35-year-old. Sam Green is his name. No relation to Draymond. Said he was taunting Draymond with chants of Angel Reese because several of the Warriors' stars' early rebounds resulted from his short-range
They
misses.
all probably started laughing at first when they heard that.
Draymond, after the game, he just kept calling me a woman, clarifying that he meant a woman's name. It was a good joke at first, but you can't keep calling me a woman. I got 4 kids, 1 on the way. You can't keep calling me a woman. I wasn't used the fan. I wasn't using profanity. For him to walk 12 feet off the court to come and get in my face like that, it was a little unnerving. But again, it shows you a lot if they let him stay.
Yeah,
because they don't take much for him. Sometimes they kick him out too easy.
He didn't do anything. Right. The fan didn't do anything.
That's right. You're allowed. That wasn't profane. Again, you're not using profanity just because you don't like the joke. Too bad.
Right.
Yeah. You got to stand your ground, and then you're basically hoping he knocks you out so you can make some cash.
Get a lot of those with you.
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
Get you a $30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles. Showtime is the best place in town for sports memorabilia. Stop by Showtime. They're open 7 days a week on Phillips Highway at the intersection of Phillips and Shad Road. Holla at your boy right now, 904-641-1010.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, gang, I know it's early to talk about the holiday season, but my friends at Beard's Diamonds are stocking up like never before. You don't have to rush in. They just want you to know they're ready, and they'll be ready when you're ready. It's Jacksonville's local diamond powerhouse, man. No middleman pricing or exquisite diamonds. I said local. Unlike the other stores in the town center, Beard's is not Wall Street-owned jeweler. Family owned by the Lupos. Say hi to them. Jacksonville folks, great people right here in our city. And they run circles around those conglomerate stores that claim to have direct pricing. Beards beats them every day. And don't forget, Beards has case after case of fashion jewelry. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, colored gemstones, pearls, yellow gold, you name it, they got it. Bottom line, why would you shop anywhere else? Beards is local, massive selection, stand behind what they sell, take care of local customers, 100% accountable because they live here. Check them out and you will see. Beards Diamonds, rock!
Mike
Dempsey here for Big Number 1 Duval Ford. Did you know that Duval Ford offers a mobile service that comes to you at home or at work? Get oil changes, filters, battery replacement, recalls, and more with no extra fees. Same dealership quality delivered. Easy online scheduling with live technician tracking. Also available for fleets and commercial. On-site service at your convenience. Contactless payments and paperless invoicing. Serving Jacksonville and surrounding areas, Duval Ford. Schedule your next service at duvalford.com.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served up by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece. Premium flooring. Take our advice. Home of business. Affordable price. Driveways, pool decks, garage doors, beautiful patios, and more to explore. Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Dropping is Justin Herbert. Four-man rush. Scrambles away. He gets hit. He's going to get sacked. Josh Allen got a third sack of the day for Jacksonville. Back at the 28-yard line. Now, after that sack, Josh has set the franchise career record for sacks. Congratulations to Josh Allen.
Yeah, congratulations. Indeed, he passed a great Jaguar. Tony Brackens, for those of you who don't know, a guy in the 90s. Now, that guy was a pure pass rusher, man. T-Brack had a great first step. Woo.
Yeah, big, long arms, really good player, and finally eclipsed at the top of that leaderboard by a first-round draft pick, Josh Allen, who...
it's a good thing T-Brack wasn't doing like remember when you're passing a home run record and Hank Aaron would follow you around or whoever.
He'd been here all year.
Be here for a long time waiting for that one. So.
Was able to do it at home. That probably was a little bit more special. The Jaguars pressure Justin Herbert. I just saw the stat, 48% of his dropbacks yesterday.
That was unbelievable.
And you made a point that I was right in line with something I was thinking. Mm-hmm. Pressures matter when they're coordinated with sacks, because then you get in his head.
Yes.
A pressure is only a pressure when you've been taken to the ground, had your bell rung a couple of times. And by the way, the Jags 3 sacks yesterday, let's be honest, it's really 5. And for the record, when you get a grounding and you're in the grass, you should get a sack for that.
You should get a sack for that
right?
one.
It shouldn't be a pitch. You should get a sack and the penalty.
And that was wasn't that the first play of the game?
It was early in the game.
Yeah, Trayvon
and that was Trayvon, right? Set the tone. That's a little bit of a tone setter. Mm-hmm. And then B.J. Green, that just got absolutely robbed of his 100%. Sack. It was just a good, hard football play. And the NFL will be apologizing to the Jaguars today because of that ridiculously bad call. And it could have been a big one, Dan.
Yeah.
That would have turned the ball over. They could
have got points. You got you could shoot Cam out there and let him bang a 60-yarder home. Why not? That's what I was thinking. Holy cow, we just got the ball with 13 seconds at midfield. I was down in the a beautiful day yesterday, man.
Yes.
I went down. Did you hang out long at the game?
I did.
It was beautiful.
I saw the folks over there.
Yeah, you went and saw. Yeah, okay.
Just a thorough win, and considering the competition, maybe as good a regular season win as the Jaguars have ever had in their entire history.
Do you know that? Do you choose to go see them at a different time so you don't have to see me? Because I go down there at halftime every time.
At halftime, I'm over with Fred.
Is that what it is? Oh, okay.
I can't get both
Fred's
places.
a little more important than Danny? Is that what it is?
Well,
I mean, I hate to put...
Kind of seems that way.
I hate to put a cost on the friendship, but I mean...
I tried to get back at half, but you already gone.
I don't want to stir the pot, but it sounds like that.
It kind of sounds like that, doesn't it?
Dang.
I'm just saying. I mean, I know you got the bicycle going and everything outside.
I can't bring
the
bike in the stadium.
Man, you're gonna there will fast forward one game, 1 year, and my boy's gonna come in with a sling because he's off the bike. Something happened.
So we did the wildly popular Swamp Sessions on Saturday night. It's blowing up. I saw another guy. Somebody sent me this. Refer to our wildly popular Swamp Sessions episode when he was complaining that college football has too many bullies, and I think he was suggesting that perhaps
we're bullies.
Florida people like us are bullies.
Who did we bully? Who are we possibly bullying?
Bullying all the smaller schools like Ole Miss.
Oh, okay, good.
But anyway,
nice.
That's neither here nor there. I'm walking into the facility, and a young couple comes up and says, "Dan, there's Dan," and I'm like, "Hey, how we doing?" And the guy goes,
"Did you recognize him at all?"
No, the guy gives me the words that always shake you up.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah. Do you know me?
Do you remember me?
I
hate
me?
that, bro. Don't ask me that.
Just like I saw our boy yesterday at the game, I saw Stone.
Oh, you saw Stone?
The winner of the tickets. I saw the winner of the tickets. He came up to me. He's E's boy.
Nice.
And he doesn't remember him. Let's let the cat out of the bag. Sorry. My sorry guy. He was all happy. He won the tickets.
Good.
Yeah,
nice.
And he loves how we say Stone. So anyway, but back to the story. Swamp Sessions at the Voodoo Brewing Company. So
another 7:30 game this week, by the way,
bro.
Like I said, I joked this week. Our producer should be Lorne Michaels, the Saturday Night Live producer.
Why do you do? We're 3-7 for the love of God.
Can't we just get
3-7?
I just want a nooner.
Just
Give
one
me a nooner.
nooner.
Why? How do we not get a nooner?
Because Florida's probably not going to be a nooner, is it?
No.
And you know what?
I'm so tired, E. I'm so tired.
Just give me the 4:30. I mean, literally, dude, my biorhythms get all thrown out of whack with these late night Swamp Sessions. Your boy gets up at 3:30 every day. I'm there till midnight on Saturday.
So anyway, I'm going in. He's, you don't remember me? And I'm looking at I go, you look familiar. Help me. And he goes, I'm Scotty Brown. I go, no way. That's the guy, was my friend in junior high and high school in Miami.
Yeah?
Last time I think I saw him, he told me, was 1982. So think about that. Think about seeing a friend that you hadn't
43
seen.
years ago.
Yeah.
That's older than you.
And it was great. And so after Swamp Sessions, we hung out. And we caught up and learned a lot about his family. And they were down in Jacksonville, and they just wanted to come say hello. And it was great to see him. And a beautiful wife, beautiful family. So really happy. We used to play football. We were 12, 13 years old, junior high school, in a parking lot across from Don Carter's Kendall Lanes in Miami, Florida, the Pan American Bank parking lot.
Mm-hmm. They don't make them. They don't do that no more.
It was unbelievable. And the parking spaces would be first down and stuff.
Yeah, perfect.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And we had so we're naming names and going through stuff. And I actually got to call him because I won't tell the story, but we met up with him in '82, a couple of the boys out in Tallahassee, and we were a Florida State game, but I got to ask him if he did this because one of my buddies had a recollection of something that he did, which was very funny.
Okay.
And so we'll have to catch up and see if that
I had this faux pas.
That was great.
I had this faux pas as part of the story, just a very small part of it. As I walk up, and Dan is out front with these people. And so I naturally make the assumption that this is probably somebody I should know who it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So hey, good to see you. I shake his hand, good to see you. Right? Like I know him. Right? Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Abort. I go inside. I don't know. I don't know. I got the look from him like, yeah, I don't know you. Okay, cool. See you later.
had a few of the students come out and stuff. So yeah, Swamp Sessions was a lot of fun. It's just so late.
Yeah, but it's been very well received. So we appreciate y'all out there, and I think they're learning. Like the week before, when we're insinuating the Gators have actually met with Lane Kiffin, and they come back with all this, and a week later, what had happened? They had met with Lane Kiffin. So
yeah,
we are also your voice of authority. All right, on to Kiffin. Do you have any? Do you feel any differently today?
No,
than you did on Friday?
No, there was one one Gator guy who said it was going to happen yesterday. In the morning yesterday, he recanted it and said it's not happening today. Most of us never thought it was going to happen. This is social media stuff. Most of us never thought it was going to happen yesterday. Anyway, again, I keep hearing it's after the Egg Bowl, which would make more sense. Here's the thing: the only thing you can really follow, the only thing that you really know, and again, I think Florida people are very confident, but they won't be 100% confident until he announces and signs that he's coming, because you get emotional, you have a change of heart, who knows what, Last time he was going to Auburn, and his daughter basically talked him out of it.
I do think there's some differences. I think the family likes Gainesville.
Right.
Obviously Layla is the daughter of a Gator. He grew up loving Spurrier. Lane Kiffin is quoted.
His ex-wife, for those who don't know, is the daughter of John Reeves, former Gator quarterback.
Yeah, All-American, I believe.
So understand that his grandson, Knox, might like to play quarterback.
I also saw a quote from a few years back about Lane Kiffin, who said his dream is to coach a blue blood, win national titles. And,
there you go.
So that's part of his makeup as well. So it feels to me like the tea leaves remain in place, that Lane Kiffin is just a matter of when. And again,
I tell you one thing though,
I want it
better
before
hope
the
it's
playoff,
him, because
right.
if it isn't him, then what?
Yeah, well, and there's also this. I would like the deal to get done before the playoffs. It's because, like we mentioned the other night, if Lane Kiffin takes Ole Miss to the playoff and wins it all, now what's your motivation for leaving? You've proven that you can win where you are.
The other hot rumor going on this weekend was that with some local is that James Franklin and Virginia Tech have been linked together, but James Franklin was sort of putting him off because he really wants Florida State, but it doesn't look like Florida State's going to open, so which is a tough spot, for everybody. But I mean, I think it's safe to say if there weren't these buyouts, that Florida State would be open.
Yeah,
the only reason that's saving them is a buyout. Now they won their game. I think they'll get bowl eligible.
Who do they play in this
NC
second
State.
NC State? Yeah.
And they got hammered.
NC State is an odd team, dude. Week to week.
I lost that one in the 5-pack. I told you I would lose that Friday night degenerate special.
Yeah, the one that I liked also. Yeah.
I'm damn sure. Yeah,
Where'd
we
you
both
go?
like
3-2.
3-2.
Yeah, I think I'm like maybe 1-4.
Yeah. So. All right, so it's -12, -6, I guess. So,
like I said, changes fast in this game. It's a battle of it. We're like it's like a Jets. It's like a Jets-Titans matchup.
All right, we'll take a break. Jags win 6-4 on the season, man. Beautiful, beautiful day at the bank yesterday. Much more ahead here on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Your radio highlight reel.
Caught for the touchdown.
1010XL, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Come to Monahan Jewelers' 48th annual holiday sale now with up to 30% off on GIA certified diamonds and up to 40% off our entire store. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. We're not a big box store. We're your local family jeweler with an amazing hand-picked inventory for every budget. And with interest-free financing, enjoy beautiful jewelry with a low monthly payment. Support your local family jeweler this Christmas with up to 40% off our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach open 7 days a week in December.
Hey, facing interesting economic times. Can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's great to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money. Experience, expertise, knowledge, and willing to spend the time with you, their clients. Reed Wingate, Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan. Those are the ITP Partners, man. And listen, they build strategies. Your goals become their priority. My goals aren't the same as, say, my son Drew's. I'm later in life. I'm not as risky. He's Mr. Vegas over there. But anyway, great time to get started. And don't be intimidated. Chris at ITPPartners.com is a way to get a hold of them, or call them, 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Hey, Duval, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the Jags as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the sweepstakes are from 8/4/25 to 12/21/25. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. member FDIC.
1010XL is committed to getting you closer to your favorite players. That's why we sent Jags beat reporter Hayes Carlyon to bring you back one-on-one interviews in the locker room, unsealed by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. I now think Florida State has to fire Mike Norvell. I got thinking about this. Miami's got their guy in Mario Cristobal. He's a graduate. He loves the Canes. They have their guy. They might be in the playoffs this year. Florida, if it gets Lane Kiffin, and I think it's going to, will have its guy. Whether he turns out to be great or not isn't the conversation right now. What matters is Gator fans will be elated. I don't think Florida State can keep a guy that the entire fan base wishes was gone. The Noles, no matter how costly it is, have to make a move. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. The holidays are right around the corner, and Nimnik Buick GMC is kicking off the season with prices that are better than ever. Are you looking for a dealership that actually makes car buying easy? Well, at Nimnik, you'll find unbeatable holiday savings, a huge selection of Buicks and GMCs, plus flexible financing that fits your budget. Plus, the biggest sale of the year is coming, Nimnik's bigger than ever Black Friday event. Start your shopping early at NimnikBuickGMC.com or visit the showroom off Phillips Highway today. GMC, we are professional grade.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID, 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID, 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID, 249086.
Hey, gang, Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, hospitality projects? Maybe it's top-tier residential service. No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and good old-fashioned hard work. They're your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team. Lloyd's is the only name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. That's Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
All right, per D-Rock, first time the Jags scored 5 touchdowns in a game since Week 15 of the 2022 season against the Dallas Cowboys. They didn't punt against the Chargers. First time they didn't punt a game since Week 2 in 2010. What? Yeah, that's unbelievable. They did rush it 47 times. That's the most by an NFL team this season. Bottom line, man, I hope. Boy, I would try to emulate this formula because that formula, it worked to a T yesterday. And that's your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power. Lift Power is on the look for experienced lift truck and dock door technicians and much, much more. Lift Power's benefits are out of this world. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Lift Power voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Lift Power is rapidly growing and has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. Lift Power is family-owned and operated. Terrific people down there. They want you to be part of the family. Here's your chance. You can learn more by visiting liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com. All right, I got Fred Taylor coming up in just a few minutes, but a couple other things to talk about. One, the Gator basketball team, impressive win last night against the U. I think that coach down there, by the way, we beat that U's rear at our basketball school.
Okay.
Just want you to know that.
Basketball school, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the front court bounce back. Condon,
Xavier Lee's still struggling.
Yeah. The Boogie and Xavier Lee combined yesterday from 3, 0 for 10. The other guys stepped up. Because overall a massive improvement. I didn't know this.
The best game of his career was Herbs.
Yeah. Yeah, he hit some finally. I tell you a stat that I knew they were struggling out of the gate, but Shazam, did you see the number last night?
19 and 90.
They were
the
they were the second to last in Division I basketball on 3-point percentage.
Wow.
Like 348 schools, they were 347.
Yeah, we got to pick that up.
21%. But they went 31%.
Here's what I hate about.
I don't know how good Miami and FSU are. We'll find out how impressive these wins are.
I think Lucas will do a nice job down there. He rebuilt the team overnight.
Those are decent players.
Yeah.
I think as they go through the season, they're going to get better. Because they banged with us down there. It was 47-41 on the boards.
Here's what I don't like. I don't understand this. I need you to explain this to me, you basketball people.
Okay.
Jump ball, game starts. Miami has the possession. They bring the ball up. The guard's got the ball. Condon kind of reaches out at a guy. 19:43 to go in the game.
Yeah. Away from the ball. Nothing to do with anything.
Hack on 21. So he's already got one. In the next 2 minutes, he's going to get another, and then he's going to go sit for the half. It ruins the game, bro. There's no reason. It didn't. Why would you blow the whistle at 19:40 whatever of the game?
Set the tone. Let them know who you're there to see, buddy.
And then they call fouls over and over again. Drove me nuts.
Yeah.
It was one of them games.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that in basketball. Anyway. That's neither here nor there.
There was a play a scary play. It's worth looking for the highlight in the Hawks game last night.
Mm-hmm.
They were down 22 in the fourth. They made this furious comeback, but that number one pick, Rishache, he got a steal and he got out in the open court and he went up for the two-hand dunk on the fast break and they missed the call. The guy behind him pushed him a little bit and he hung on the rim and he did a complete 360 and then landed on his.
Oh, he flipped?
He flipped, did a total flip, landed on his. He left the game.
Oh, that's so scary.
It was a scary visual.
Those ball players, they know that. Like when you're in the air, you don't push somebody from behind.
He pushed him from behind and he grabbed the rim, he tried to hold on, he lost his grip and he did a literal 360 flip.
All right, real quick, here are the scenarios for the SEC championship game. Texas A&M wins, they're in. Or Alabama lost and Ole Miss lost.
Okay. Texas A&M has one left against Texas, right?
Yeah. Alabama wins plus Texas A&M loss, or win plus Ole Miss loss, or win plus win strength of schedule over Georgia. So basically win and they're in.
Yeah,
kind of what I'm reading that.
Yeah, I don't know the strength of schedule with Georgia.
Yeah.
They beat Georgia. That should be enough.
Yeah. So I would say,
I guess win. Okay. Ole Miss has the longest odds, I think.
Georgia gets in, and again, it's great to win the SEC championship, but it's an extra game, too.
Well, it's like our guy at Voodoo, who's a Bama fan.
Yeah.
He said, as a Bama, I'd rather not go to the SEC championship game.
Yeah.
Right? You go 10-2. If Bama beats Auburn, they go 10-2. By the way, Bama winning at Auburn is no sure thing. Feinbaum was running through what has happened at Auburn the last 6 trips. It's crazy.
Georgia needs Alabama loss or a Texas A&M loss or Ole Miss win and win strength of schedule over Bama.
That's just still very convoluted.
Ole Miss needs a win plus a Texas A&M loss plus Alabama loss.
Yeah, there's a lot. They have the longest odds.
Yeah.
But if Texas A&M beats Texas, then who wins that three? Well, if
Texas A&M beats Texas, Texas A&M.
I know, but then that leaves you with the three-way, which Georgia beat. I think
Alabama. I think Alabama has the best chance.
Yeah, Bama beat Georgia, but Georgia beat Ole Miss.
Yeah,
and Bama and Ole Miss somehow don't play.
Crazy. All right, Freddie T coming up next. This is the drill in the 8 o'clock hour on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, the atmosphere of a college football Saturday is electric.
Get pregame news and notes you need to know before the games begin.
It's the Bueller Aaron Plumbing College Kickoff.
Served up by Sonny's Barbecue.
Friday night at 6 on 1010XL.
Hey, don't let Thanksgiving spills leave a stain on your holidays. Call Zero Res. Our patented cleaning technology lifts out even the toughest gravy, cranberry sauce, or pumpkin pie disasters without soap or residue, so your home stays cleaner much longer. Great time to get to Zero Res. Get back to clean. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean. Starting at just $149. You get a 4th room free with a canned food donation. How easy is that, man? You can give 1 or 2 canned food, but bring a little bag. Do something nice. Appreciate that. Also take $75 off your air duct cleaning. Call my friends at Zero Res right now, 287-5727, 287-5727. Go online to ZeroResJacksonville.com. Tell me about the 1010XL special. Zero Res. You spell it backwards or forwards. Guess what? It spells the same. Zero Res.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marion with Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyriq.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Hey, First Coast, it's your boy Leon Searcy, your lemon pepper guy. Back and better than ever for Wingstop. You know I can't resist those crispy, flavorful wings that make your taste buds dance. Wingstop just opened a hot new spot on Jeremiah Street in Middleborough. There's 17 locations now serving up the most mouth-watering wings in town. And my all-time favorite, lemon pepper. Try their new quick and easy ordering on the app and swing by today for fresh, hot wings made for you. Only at Wingstop.
He's not a senior citizen. He's Jacksonville's senior writer, John Osher. And knows your favorite football team. Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served up by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jax Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
It's time for the Plumbing 411 from Superior Plumbing and Pipeline. It's not just annoying when your toilet keeps running long after you flush. It's also costly because it could waste hundreds of gallons of water a day. A running toilet's often caused by worn-out flappers, corroded valves, or a faulty float. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining will fix the problem fast, which can help lower your water bill. Stop the running and start saving today. Make the superior choice when your toilet won't stop running, and learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Celebrating 30 years in Jax Beach. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn is your go-to for cash on the spot. They buy gold. Huge sale on firearms all month. Save during Florida's Second Amendment sales tax holiday with no sales tax on firearms. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jax Beach.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. It's a showdown in the SEC. Florida hit the road to battle Ole Miss in a key conference clash. Get the game live tomorrow afternoon, starting with the pregame at 4 on 1010XL. JTA Game Day Express is back. Skip the parking stress and ride to the Jag Charger game. Passes start at $10 on the MyJTA app. Learn more at jtafla.com. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 8:07 and it's 61 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Hello. Your floor's missing piece. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins DUI defense firm and Monahan Jewelers on 1010XL.
Oh, we love talking ball with those that know, and our favorite former Jaguar happens to be an all-time great running back. We welcome Fred Taylor to the program. Freddie, good morning.
Morning, guys. Good morning.
I want to ask you. I'm a football idiot compared to you, but I thought I noticed like a slight change in the run game yesterday. It felt like we were doing kind of like that dead straight back pitch to the running back as he gets a running start rather than a handoff. I saw that 2 or 3 or 4 times. Am I on point? Did you notice that play? And is it that different from a typical running play?
Somebody scouts the game pretty good. I see you give yourself a clap on the back there. You know what? I'm not sure what they call it, but it looks like a toss cutback.
Okay.
Or it could be a toss, toss action with power, sort of blocking scheme up front. But Bashul Tootin, he scored on it early in the game. Where it was nice toss, cut it back right between the tackles. And the concept behind that is just to get the defenders flowing a bit after they see the toss.
Okay.
And as soon as they react, you're already downhill, between A-gap to A-gap possibly. But it was a nice toss cut back, and they ran it several times. But if you look at it, too, and the way his frame, his stature is, he's, like, perfect for that play. We used to run something similar with Maurice, and he reminded me of Maurice on several runs yesterday, the way he was breaking tackles. He earned that 4th and 1 all by himself.
Yes.
And just to answer your question, yes, there were some variations added to the run game. But more importantly, the big guys up front, they really got after the Chargers' defensive front. They were getting 4-5 yards to whop at times. And they should have had a house call. And I hope you're listening. You got to take that one to the house. Turf monster.
Yeah.
I tell you, my favorite play was the ETN pitch where he took it in and the center, Hainsey, locked up a linebacker. It looked like the Blind Side movie, Fred. He dragged him like 15 yards down the field, and then he finished him at the goal line. It was impressive.
Well, Hainsey is impressive, but I can tell you what's a lot more impressive is as I was being escorted out of the stadium to do post-game radio over at Miller Electric, I was behind his dad or someone with a Hainsey T-shirt and his number on, and I'm sure not too many people are just going to put on a Hainsey T-shirt. But this guy was massive. So I can see where he gets it from. My greatness. I'm talking about he's huge.
Wow.
And I know Hainsey got a little post-game love there, too, as well. I'm not sure if you guys caught it, but he got a nice little F-bomb in there in the post-game.
Well, that'll happen. That'll happen. It was a very, very impressive win, Fred. I look, considering the level of competition, it's a really good football team that came to town. We didn't make them look that way. I just, when it comes to regular season wins, they don't get much more impressive than this in franchise history. Top to bottom, both sides of the ball. From the lack of penalties to the execution to running to the pressure, there was no weak spot, it felt.
No, that's been the formula. When you look at the wins this year, you run the ball, you protect the quarterback at 0 sacks, 0 QBHs, that's quarterback hits. We're having sacks, so they're getting after the opposing quarterbacks, a lot of QB hits, just actually getting him off his mark, which is what the defensive front was able to present yesterday. And then turnovers. In those games that we've had turnovers, they've done well. They've gone on to win those games. So, again, just to recap, run the ball, protect Trevor, don't allow sacks, get a few sacks and get some turnovers. This has been their formulas in all of their wins. And if they can sustain this, they have a shot. But again, yesterday in postgame, I was giving big shout-outs to the coaching staff for the amount of starters that weren't available.
Right.
To have those backups go out there, to get them ready throughout the week with the type of week they had to deal with in order to be on that emotional roller coaster and dealing with the way they lost that game, just to be able to press the reset button and then jump back into it, knowing you were going to have a great opponent, a very good opponent come in the AFC, where you're still in the middle of a playoff chase. This is a game that you needed. To be able to bounce back into fashion with the players that they had on the field was amazing, in my opinion. So, again, I cannot give enough credit to the coaching staff and also give more credit to the players for just being able to refocus and go out there and beat a really good Chargers team.
And it's still one of the more amazing – the way that they did it, because of everything that you just said, and that is a good team that they played yesterday, a team that had won 3 in a row. And I know the NFL is a week-to-week league. I get it. But I guess the only one penalty, Fred, for 5 yards, I just did assume that they were going to be a 9-penalty, 100-yard team this year, because every week they say, we got to clean that up, and they finally did. 47 rushes, the most in the NFL this year, for 192 yards. 40 of those rushes between the tackles, by the way. It was a thing of beauty, and one that, man, I guess my only criticism is, well, why can't we do that every week?
Why, Fred? Why is that?
Hey, that's the thing. Game plans change.
Yeah.
Personnel change.
Yeah.
Injuries happen.
Right.
You look at the Chargers. Maybe it's a different game if they have their 2 starting tackles out there.
Right.
Then you don't get as much pressure. It's a little bit more competitive. And that's just all around the league. Injuries happen. You have to be able to get back to neutral, get back to, being able to teach or simplify the system for the guys that you're putting out there. So it's not an easy league, man. Each and every week, somebody can beat somebody.
Right.
And next week, they have to go and play a team against, they got to go and play versus a team who just had a backup quarterback just tossed the ball 47 times.
Yeah, 47 completions. Yeah.
47 completions. Yeah, 57.
It's crazy.
Come on now. I mean, so and these are backups. So you just got to go out there because you don't know, how these games are going to unfold. Even though, most people think it's a conspiracy if this team can't beat this team. But it's just the NFL. It's just professional sports. All these guys are getting paid to go out there and play their tails off. Some weeks they play great. Some weeks they don't.
Well, whatever triggered them yesterday, or before this game, that I would try and keep popping that trigger if I'm Liam Cohen, because they, from the first play on defense, which was the intentional grounding, right? Trayvon was on him like one of the first couple of plays.
Set the tone.
Yeah, they did. They set a tone, and they play with energy and excitement, and the fans appreciate it. They fed off each other, and hopefully they learned something about themselves yesterday, and that carries over now to what should be an easier part of the schedule, but I'll just refer to the NFL's a week-to-week league. Fred, I want to ask you a question off the Jags for a second. Didn't you guys go to Ole Miss in the spring and do Lane Kiffin?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We certainly did.
Can you recall anything from that? Now, obviously, with the the waters have churned quite a bit since y'all had that visit. But what was your feel on Lane Kiffin? Was it the feel that Ole Miss was the last stop, or did it feel like he was, still in search of his last stop? And just your thoughts on Lane Kiffin from what you know of him and the potential of him being Florida's coach.
I think the one thing that stood out was he reminded me that we shared plenty sauna days, trying to get the previous day's liquor out of our system and make sure we're all detoxed and hydrated.
Back in Jacksonville.
But Lane, what I think what stood out even more is that how he's changed his life and how he's committed to his purpose. Before he had the issues with the drinking, this, that, or whatever. But he said when he landed down in Oxford, he was just at peace. His daughter, I believe he said his daughter's there. Mm-hmm. His family came down. And it just kind of helped him with his sobriety and made his path, a little clearer. Although other parts of the interview showed that how big of a failure he felt like he was with the USC job. because that was the job he really wanted, and he didn't get the results that he wanted. So somewhere down the road makes me think there's potential that if that job opens up, he might want to go back and show people what he's made of there, which also means that Ole Miss might be up in the air at some point in time. Right. Who knows? But I don't know what speaks to that. I mean, you know, he did grow up and spend a lot of time in Florida with his father down in Tampa, and before he actually became a coach, he was right there, you know, with his dad. So, I mean, he might want to come back to the Sunshine State. And I don't want to get the Gator fans overly excited because our expectations are so high. We're so used to being one of the most prestigious universities in the entire country in all sports, and I get it. But sometimes we have to learn to taper our expectations and just let this thing play out. So I wouldn't worry myself about the hire. When it happens, it's going to happen. No one has control of it. And we just, you know, deal with it how it unfolds.
All right, my man. Well, great stuff as always. And Jag 6-4 off to Arizona in the desert, and we'll see if
hopefully
they can
have a happy conversation next Monday.
Yeah,
as well.
it was great win. Great win yesterday.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can't fall asleep out there in the desert.
No,
that's correct. Yeah. You got to. I would treat this kind of like the Raiders and don't let them back in the game. Right? It seems like a similar type challenge, and maybe yesterday sparked something. They realized that they've got that killer instinct. We put some teams away.
That's what they got to play pissed off. Is what Coach Cohen said. I think they identified their identity. You know, this is who they are, and they say they're not going to change it for anyone. So they just got to keep that coming. Keep it rolling, guys.
All right, my man.
Thanks,
we'll
Fred.
talk to you next week. There he goes.
Appreciate
That's
it.
All right.
Freddie Taylor, future NFL Hall of Famer. All right, we continue. It's a next-gen roofing Monday. We're raising the roof in victory formation today. What a complete, dominating victory for our Jaguars yesterday. Just soak it in here on a beautiful Monday morning. We'll be back with more next. You're listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Check in Tuesdays for Jeff Lageman and Check the Tape Tuesday.
We'll keep you up to date with the latest and NFL news.
Tuesdays during football season on Jaguars Today. Checked by Napa Auto Care on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like EVO implantable Collamer lenses or refractive lens exchange and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, they're keeping the First Coast focused.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Denny Thompson stars as the quarterback whisperer.
Everyone agrees that playing quarterback is the hardest thing to do in sports.
He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Tuned up by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
Hey, gang, everything seems to be expensive these days, right? Awfully tough to, quote, save money. But if you could, would you at least find out? Yes, of course you would. That's what I did with Craig and Chris Kaprosky and the Kaprosky Agency. They actually found me a great homeowner's insurance policy. It didn't take $50 or $100 off my mortgage, but hundreds of dollars off my monthly payment. And that means something in this day and age. What about auto insurance? It's like kind of like cable. If you don't look at it every year, it just goes up without explanation. But the Kaproskis continuously monitor, give you an explanation, and look for better alternatives. So be it auto, flood, renters, homeowners, boat, or life insurance, get a checkup. They'll be very upfront, Craig and Chris will be, and let you know if they can help. They're easy to get a hold of. Here's what you do. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com, or call 478-8422. 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaprosky, part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
Some auto shops love giving your wallet a flush every time you visit. Not AA Automotive. They fix only what needs fixing, nothing more. Honest, fast, and fair. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
This is the event people wait for all year. Beard's Diamonds Anniversary Sale is here. As the town center's only locally owned jeweler, Beard celebrates 44 years in Jacksonville with huge store-wide savings. That's right, you save up to 44%. Rings, earrings, bracelets, bands. Buy now and get as much as 44% off Beard's already amazing prices. Check out our new selection of amazing diamond necklaces with both natural or lab-grown diamonds. Or see our selection of the hottest yellow gold fashion jewelry starting at under $300. And if you're getting engaged before year end, you can get the ring of her dreams and save like never before at Beard's. Beard's Diamonds. Because we're local, we can run circles around those corporate chain stores with better selection, better prices, better service, and better quality. Don't settle for chain store jewelry. Get her the best at Beard's. Don't miss Beard's Diamonds Anniversary Sale up to 44% off store-wide. Beard's Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. Shop local, shop Beard's.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY and take the fear out of the fight. Offices, Jacksonville.
Anytime you've got major plumbing problems, and even the minor ones, there's several potential causes, and they usually can't be easily detected. So don't guess at a solution. Hire Roland Reese Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
If you need a holiday gift idea, let Kuhn Flowers handle that for you. This is Max with 1010XL. Simply go online to kuhnflowers.com and look at the wide variety of floral and plant arrangements that will make someone's day this holiday season.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
We are back on a Next Gen Roofing Monday, and I have a Shazam Spotlight.
Is it that E's in the beehive?
He's in the beehive, we learned.
We just learned in the break that he is in the beehive.
You're coming back with Beyonce because you're in the beehive.
Not in the beehive. When did you join the beehive?
I've never even been to a Beyonce concert.
He's not in the beehive.
Wink, wink. I get it.
I had a question about the protocol at a beehive concert, but we're not going to get into that. No, today's Shazam Spotlight is brought to you by my friends at the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive, save those big city prices, but more importantly, the customer service can't be beat. That's the Murray Ford Superstore. There's also another Murray Superstore in Stark that's got Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, all that good stuff as well. Multiple cars I bought through my friends at the Murray Ford Superstores. Yeah, here's the Shazam Spotlight, and yes, I'm just throwing shade at Miami and Joe U and Mario Cristobal and everything Kane. That's what happens when you're bitter from another whooping that they gave us earlier this year. But I would happily take a fired coach and the promise of our next guy over Mario Cristobal any day of the week, to wit. Mm-hmm. With Miami's win over NC State, Mario Cristobal has matched... let's do it this way. With Miami's win over NC State, Mario Cristobal, Mario one time, Mario the next, now has 16 ACC conference wins at Miami. That matches that coaching heavyweight that the Canes had for 3 years, Manny Diaz. But here's the kicker. So the win over NC State, Cristobal now has the same amount of conference wins as Manny Diaz, but it's taken Cristobal an additional year and 5 more losses to get there. Isn't that surprising? It's not so surprising in that it's a bad stat for Cristobal, the Canes are rolling back towards a playoff, it looks like to me. It's the fact that Manny Diaz was successful enough to make that claim. Like, I feel like Diaz went like 5-7, 6-6, 4-8, which is not what he did. In fact, they had a decent year in the COVID year. But yeah, Mario Cristobal, same amount of conference wins now as Manny Diaz, who only lasted 3 years in Coral Gables.
I'm going to stick up for the Canes for just a quick second. I don't want to ever be quoted on this because I don't like Miami, but I'm from the world of fairness. That's where I live. I live in the world of fairness. And
the arbiter.
It started Saturday night, and it was blatant.
So the Notre Dame love?
No.
Okay.
And Herbie was doing the Georgia-Texas game.
Mm-hmm.
And Texas was getting thumped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I know they all tried to, it's 14-10 going into the fourth quarter. Just kind of got away from us. Well, you play 4 quarters. It was 35-10. You got your ass kicked.
Fair.
Texas. And it's your 3rd loss of the year, Texas.
You lost to Florida.
And Herbie comes out and says, well, listen, everybody kind of thought if they just split with Georgia and A&M, they will get in at 9-3. Not at the expense of 10-2 Miami. That's not fair.
If they get to 10-2.
If they get to 10-2, Miami should be in. If Miami goes 10-2 over Texas, Miami, along with
here's where they
the other ACC champion, 9-3 Texas, hell to the no. Sorry.
Here's where they get you.
Mm-hmm.
The committee. This is where they go back and rewrite, their path in. They'll talk about the quality. It's not the quality of win. They'll tell you it's the quality of loss.
I don't give a damn.
I know you don't. I'm just telling you what they do.
Their quality of losses are different. Here's the narrative that is drawn. Here's where it's unfair. And I'm just living in the world of fairness when it comes to the SEC and the ACC. The SEC is better. I get it. Okay? I know it. But here's where they'll do it.
They should get it over Notre Dame.
Texas A&M, listen closely. Texas A&M is up down 30-3 at the half, come back and win against South Carolina. Well, I tell you what, that depth of that SEC, the best team against the worst team. And I tell you what, boy, that South Carolina, it's the SEC, you got to play every week.
Now, are you speaking in cliche what people typically say?
That's what they'll say.
Okay, but I didn't
Georgia
hear that.
Tech, Boston College, the ACC sucks. Best team in the ACC, can't even beat Boston College. They suck. It's just, there's a different narrative to it. And in the world of fairness, it would take something special to be not like I would have like Florida at 9-3 this year. Maybe. I guess we got those numbers mixed up. We meant 3-9 is what they're going to be.
I think,
but Florida at 9-3, depending on who the wins and losses were against, maybe would have had an argument.
Yeah.
Texas, no. Texas was battling Kentucky and got lucky to beat Kentucky.
Texas is it's not the right argument. All Texas had to do was beat a woeful Florida team and they'd be fine.
Yeah.
The argument of beating Texas A&M is the only thing that gives it's the only thing to me that would allow 93 Texas
by the way,
into the conversation, but some of these other teams have to lose.
By the way, your quality of wins and losses with Texas A&M, go take a look-see at who they've played in the SEC this year. 7 of the 8 worst teams.
Yeah.
The only thing Texas A&M hangs their hat on, sorry, Joe, is the win over Notre Dame.
Yeah, and that's a good one to hang on.
It's a great win.
Yeah. But here, while we're talking about all these
But
teams,
Miami's hanging that one too.
But here's the thing. If Miami and Notre Dame finish 10-2, it's not fair if Notre Dame's in and Miami's not. They played each other in Miami.
Also true.
Convincingly.
Also true.
So you don't get to in this hypocritical committee. They treat games in November with 5 times the weight of games in September. And in today's college football, September is when good teams are playing each other. So, but a Texas win over Texas A&M, depending now, it's going to take other teams losing.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. And we'll let it shake out.
Who did Texas? Who has
they
Texas
beat Oklahoma,
beaten?
and Oklahoma had a nice win. Oklahoma has an argument at 10-2.
Sure. Yeah, 10-2. It's one thing we're learning moving forward, because it's still so hard to get out of the mindset of a loss knocks you out, or it's really hard. 2 losses for a big name conference school is going to get you in 90% of the time.
Well, 2 losses if you're in the SEC are probably the Big Ten.
A big name conference school.
That's it.
Yeah. The ACC's a mess. I mean, I hear your point to a degree, but Florida beat the crap out of Boston College, I think, and we're terrible. So, I mean, I don't think Boston College is beating a good team. So, and Tech, I don't, whatever. Miami, to me, is the only team in the ACC that looks anything like the other top 10 teams.
I'm just saying that
this is a bad year for that argument carries more to me in other years.
I'm just saying if Miami goes 10-2 and they take a team that's 9-3 from the SEC or the Big Ten,
I agree.
It's not fair.
I agree. And
that's all I'm saying.
And I don't think there's a 9-3 Big Ten team that's even in. All right, the Big Ten's only got the 3, right?
Is that it?
Right, you got Ohio State, you got Oregon, you got Indiana, but Michigan.
What about Michigan? What if Michigan beats Ohio State? They're 10-2.
Are they? They only have 2 losses.
They only have 2 losses.
Okay, well then, yeah, they would be back in the conversation for sure. But you know what?
They'd be in. But are you kidding me?
Well,
what did you just say?
Not over Oklahoma. They shouldn't. Oklahoma beat them.
Then you got a good debate.
Yeah, so I can't say for sure that 2-win team. I wouldn't put a 4. I don't know. Look. If the 4th SEC is Oklahoma and the 4th Big Ten is Michigan, I'll say the same thing I said about Miami and Notre Dame. They played.
What about USC?
Nah, they're sketchy, man.
Well, they're 8-2.
They should have lost on Saturday.
Okay, but they're 8-2.
I got you. They're going to lose. Who do they play?
Well,
Who they got left?
They got Oregon. What if they beat Oregon?
Yeah, Oregon. Then maybe Oregon should be talked about not getting in. I don't. To your point, this is a year.
I'm just saying.
This is a year more than others where the 12 might legitimately stretch to.
I just think this is what we're going to have now. It's very difficult to, and
we'll go
quite
16.
Honestly,
It'll make it a little easier.
Quite honestly, Ohio State hadn't played anybody. We think they're good, but who have they played?
Yeah, Texas.
Week 1.
I know. They
at
played.
home.
Who did they?
14-7.
Did they? They haven't played like any of the good. They haven't played. They haven't played USC or Iowa. Even like the middle schools. They haven't played Indiana. They haven't played anybody.
Haven't played anybody, bro.
These conferences, man, they should weight these schedules. The good teams should play the good ones, and the bad ones should play the bad ones. And let's bring a little.
I think the SEC tried to do that going forward next year. Let's take a break. It's 8:34. Good morning, Jacksonville. This is the drill. Jaguars victorious, and how! Exclamation point. We'll discuss more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey here, and the cooler weather is upon us. Folks, it's the perfect time to try the new breakfast sandwich from Dandy Foods. A hearty one, too. A twin-pack cinnamon swirl and country sausage. You get the sweet first, then the salty kicks in, and trust me, they are addicting. And you'll find them all at daily stores around town. So the next time you're out and about, stop and get all that deliciousness in less than a minute from Dandy. Just one more reason to go out and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Rest-A-Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Rest-A-Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestAProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestAProsNEFlorida.com.
Rest-A-Pros!
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111.
for Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Hey, Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. Look, you know I'm getting our carpets and floors cleaned for the holidays, but right now, Zero Res wants to show gratitude to their customers with a November air duct special. You'll be grateful for cleaner air in your home, and this month for air ducts, Zero Res offering $75 off. Call Zero Res today and take advantage of the November special. Just mention 1010XL. They're offering $75 off duct cleaning all month long. Holiday appointments, so book fast. Call now. Zero Res. You spell it forwards, you spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
They fake the toss. They throw it to the back of the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. A play fake. Tim Patrick in the back of the end zone. A 1-yard touchdown pass. They've extended the lead. How good is that?
All right, listen, there are tweets at times where, you know, like for me, I made freezing cold takes last week. A great moment in my life. I was very proud of it. We all have these moments. Maybe this was just a moment. Breaking from Barstool Sports, the Cleveland Browns are retiring Shedeur Sanders' number.
Yeah.
But our girl, Josina Anderson, one-time ESPNer, put out a silly tweet last night, and she's getting roasted for it. And
I'm going to ask you this question, and I'm not trying to be like salacious. Do they does Josina see Shedeur Sanders?
Like watch him play?
No, are they like
date him?
do they date?
Much older.
Josina's old, right? She used to be on ESPN.
Yes.
This is I mean, how could you ever like take someone seriously about what you're about to say?
Yeah, this is a bad one. This is a lose credibility one. This is the tweet. Here was the against all odds 3rd and 10 completion by Shedeur Sanders under 2 minutes. Against all odds 3rd and 10 completion. He dumped it off to a check down. And Jerry Jeudy made 3 guys miss and got a first down to keep it going. Shedeur Sanders was terrible yesterday.
4 for 16, 40 yards, a pick.
Terrible.
It's a tough spot.
It's a tough spot.
It's a tough spot.
I'm not saying he's going to continue to be terrible, but he was terrible. This is not what you want to tweet.
Let me tell you what's going to work against Shedeur.
Yeah.
His resting face is that goofy grin, and it makes it look like he's not ticked off that that it all went to hell in a handbasket. I mean, we're excited you got to play. This isn't a preseason game, man.
Here, it was even worse. Somebody tweets back to her, that was all Jeudy. To which she replies, so eager to take away credit. Why is that?
Well, you're too eger to give it, I suppose. I'm not trying to take it, I'm trying to level it.
And then the boys started.
Yeah.
How did he even thread this needle? It's a 5-yard throw to a wide open guy.
And when Dan says wide open, there was no one within like 8 to 10 yards of Jerry Jeudy. He had found him. You know, it's like a flare out. It was a check down.
Against all odds, somebody puts. This is what she said. As Phil Collins' legal representative, consider yourself served. I mean, folks, I've witnessed the David Tyree helmet catch, several Aaron Rodgers Hail Marys, the Minneapolis Miracle, and I can say without hyperbole, this Shedeur Sanders throw was 1,000,000 times better than all of them put together. Oh, dear, Josina. Might want to walk that one back. I walk mine back. I screw up. It's okay to admit you're wrong. Anyway, That was just a little side note. Jaguars get a nice win yesterday. I mean, they beat the hell out of the Chargers, man. I am shocked over this one, and pleasantly so. 35-6. Every facet of the game was just about spectacular. No punts, one penalty, 135 total yards. I might have read this, and I haven't double-checked. I think Justin Herbert did not throw for a yard in the second half.
0 for 3 maybe for no yards?
I think he was 81 yards at the half.
He had a pick.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think he threw for a yard.
I felt. Listen,
I mean, what a performance!
Justin Herbert yesterday. It kind of gave me Trevor Lawrence vibes when we were playing the Rams and the Seahawks, and he's just running for his life the whole freaking game.
What I was afraid of, because they say Herbert, he leads the league as far as like scrambling.
Yeah, they did a good job bottling him up because they've got good receivers now.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, one of his completions was an unbelievable catch by Keenan Allen.
Right. Yeah.
So that defense and what they did it, and look, as important as that game was, and all the big ones we have. I feel like this week's game can be such a swing game from this standpoint, Hick. If they can go out to Arizona and put it on them, like the Niners did yesterday, and give them whatever, but beat them, 38-17 or 38-24, whatever it is. That would be a big, even if they beat them like they beat the Raiders. Yes, we'll take it, but I feel like if they can beat them. Mm-hmm. And kind of really double down on themselves and what they can be. And yesterday was, again, man, you don't want to be too dramatic, but golly, when it comes to when it comes to regular season games and the quality of opponent, that was as thorough as anything we've ever seen.
I wish the stands would have been more. I was a little disappointed in that. However, I do get it because a lot of people were still disappointed from last week's loss.
A lot of loss of faith of that franchise. Yeah, that was a lot.
Because yesterday was a great day to be at.
It was a great day.
For the most part down there.
You missed out on a good one if you didn't come. But it is what it is. Listen, we also have to say, it's not just Jacksonville, Florida, man. You should have seen Houston, Texas last weekend when the Jags came. There was
a big game for them.
It was half empty. It is what it is at this point. And look, there's a lot of reasons why. But on the flip side of that, 6-4. If you do win these next two,
it'll be rocking with the. That's what I was going to say.
Let's hope.
I believe that if the Jags win these two games and they're 8-4 and the Colts are coming down with first place in the division on the line, I believe that it'll be pretty close to packed.
Well,
that's a good opponent too. The Colts don't have.
I think the point is it shouldn't be pretty close to packed. It should be packed.
Well, maybe it will be packed. I want to stop short of saying that and having to live with it. I don't mean this to be a negative angle in any way at all. Mm-hmm. But you went through the list, so let's review. It's Anton Harrison, it's Travis Hunter, it's Brian Thomas Jr., it's Brenton Strange, it's Jordan Lewis, it's Eric Murray, it's Travis Hunter on that side of the ball. I mean, it's a list of 7 to 9 players that you would consider many of these guys to be your premier players, right? Harrison's your starting right tackle first rounder. Brian Thomas Jr. is your first rounder. Travis Hunter's your first rounder. Murray and Lewis were tremendous, impact players early in the year. Mm-hmm. So is it good or bad that you're missing your, quote, top talent and you produce the most emphatic regular season win that we've seen in, I'd argue, 2010, the last time we punted? Is it good? Is that a good thing that you've got the depth that you can withstand that? Or is it bad that your top-end talent is no different than their replacement level players?
Well, it's funny. Booger just tweeted this out a couple hours ago. Booger from ESPN.
Booger McFarland.
Booger. Not Booger from
Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the
Nerds. Nerds.
Eagles, Jags, Dolphins, Cardinals all have one thing in common. Now, the Eagles just won the Super Bowl, so take it for what it's worth. He says Eagles, Jags, Dolphins, Cardinals all have one thing in common. The quarterback is the highest paid player on the team and clearly not the best player. That dynamic always creates issues. Just think about it.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
Because but you were saying the same thing about Brock Purdy, when he's sitting on the shelf, and he was unbelievable yesterday.
That's good.
The one thing about Trevor's contract, it's going to age to where he is right now. It's going to age into 10 to 15. You know, you're not going to be. It's not like he's going to be the highest paid quarterback in the league moving through this contract cycle. It'll be interesting to see. Like I said, when we get here in 4 years, what the overall opinion of the fan base and us here is. Do you want to re-sign him?
Brian's on the phone. Let's chat with Burning Brian. I saw him yesterday at the game. Yeah, stunner, Bri.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, my man?
That was a great time, man. The flyover was on time. We had the wave going. We dominated.
Oh, hold on.
Finish.
I tweeted to both my sons, no Hicken man ever does a wave. Don't do it.
No.
I don't ever want. I am not a wave guy, but go ahead. If you enjoyed it, that's fine.
It was fun. I mean, it's just fun to see the crowd to have so much fun in the stadium because I've been to so many games and just seen so much
fun to know you're going to win a game with time left, so you can actually enjoy it.
Like it's easy to have. It's easy to have the PTSD from last week.
Yeah.
But I never felt 21-6 driving in. That was I mean, it turns out nothing seems big. You beat them 35-6, but it was 21-6, and the Jags had that 3rd and 7 or 8. Down there at the start of the fourth quarter. And they converted that, got the first, and then ultimately scored.
Go ahead,
And
Brian.
at that point, 28-6. There was no comebacks this week.
But, I mean, the one thing, too, reading through, there was all the people that were just ready to jump all over Trevor when he threw the interception. It was like, man, if you're going to be that negative all the time, it's just what a fun day it was, though, man. The weather was beautiful. I'm surprised there wasn't more fans in the stadium because, I mean, man, there was so much on the line. And, it was good to see Myers come in and play so well. I think that's helping Trevor a lot because now he's finally got somebody that he can rely on to catch the ball. I mean, having that confidence level in somebody is huge. And then we're going to get Brenton Strange back soon. I mean, as long as we can keep this momentum and play like this every week, that would be the thing.
They look like a contender. They looked like a contender yesterday. Brian,
they do.
Yeah, they did,
from
for
a
sure.
pretender back to a contender again.
And thanks for the
guys.
phone call. Yeah,
Thank you, buddy.
That's a fair point from the standpoint that, honest to goodness, we sat here 1 week ago, 7 days ago, and what I saw that Sunday in Houston made me think, I would say, this isn't a playoff team. You can't be that and be a playoff team. And now 1 week later, after the way they beat the Chargers yesterday, this is the playoff team. At that, I mean, that's your ceiling right there. That your ceiling is a 29-point win over a 7-3 heavyweight in the conference, a team that's already beaten the Chiefs, by the way. The Chargers have, and it was a nice win from tiebreaker standpoints and all that. But you got to keep it rolling. Well, Swamp Sessions Hick has now finally made its national impact.
Has it?
Yes, I'm on I've been forwarded this article online, A to Z Sports. You ever heard of them? Yeah, A to Z Sports. Are they legit?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're quoting us. That finally, Swamp Sessions is going national. That's right. From the most recent A to Z.
Mistake on their part.
A to Z Sports.com college football Florida Gator news. They quote, Gators radio analyst believes Lane Kiffin to Florida is already done. We knew coming out of the game that there would be a multitude of reports about Kiffin, whether good or bad, from the perspective of the Gators. Jacksonville's 1010XL, the radio home of the Gators, features a post-game show called Swamp. It's a podcast, get it right. Features a post-game show called Swamp Sessions, hosted by Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser, who believe that Kiffin is already signed, sealed, and delivered to Florida. You're damn right we do, although that's not what we said.
This is the
Back
drill.
with more next.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, the past comes to life in the present.
And the Jaguars are going to the playoffs.
The memories bridge the gap to the future.
From 27-0 to win the game.
Experience the most play-by-play sports on 1010XL.
I'm Frank Franzi, and I've been telling you how proud I am of my daughter Amber, who's lost so much weight on Awaken 180. But it's been a while now, so I wonder if it's something she can maintain. So I sort of asked her, how's it going?
So far, so good, Dad. But you're right, it has been a while. But that's the beauty of the Awaken 180 plan. There's so much variety in the food choices, you don't get bored.
You look great. Do you feel better?
I feel so much better. And I know it's because of the weight loss and how it's changed my lifestyle. So there's no chance I won't sustain it.
Well, what about over the holidays? Look, you grew up in our home, and you know we love the holidays.
Oh, I still plan on enjoying the holidays. I just plan on doing it by eating right. And I've already had the conversation with my coach. She understands the challenges of the holidays, and she's guided so many folks just like me through this. We've already made a plan.
So take my kid's word for it. Awaken 180 works. It's sustainable, even over the holidays. So change your life by calling 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. For all your skincare needs, I choose Beaches Dermatology. Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, been taking care of me for decades, gang. Dr. Fader will do the Mohs surgery if you need it. Hopefully you don't, and hopefully you're protecting your skin from the sun. Listen, man, you're out there for a long period of time, even when the temperatures get cooler, the sun is shining, floppy hats, protect those ears, right? Long sleeve dry fits. Sunscreen, whatever it takes, man, be careful out there. And if anything does show up, go to beachesdermatology.com. Find the location that best serves you. You'll be glad you did. There are different locations throughout, and they'll help you. I go to the one off Solana Road. I appreciate those folks out there. beachesdermatology.com for all of your skincare needs.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Win or lose, nothing's off limits for us.
Hicken and Prosser on the live Swamp Sessions podcast right after every Gator football game.
We'll bring out insight, analysis, and Gator passion.
Live stream from Voodoo Brewing Company.
On the 1010XL social channels.
Driven by Atlantic Infinity.
E to the T here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch? From lunch to late night, only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Stick around after the sunset, and Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites. Come on, somebody.
Tired of roofers who never answer the phone and just use AI?
I'm Morgan Conley, the People's Roofer. I answer every call. No robots, no runaround. I'm born here, built here, staying here. Visit MorganConleyRoofing.org.
Game days aren't the only win happening in the 904. Best of Bold City named 904 Gutters with a Z, the #1 seamless gutter company in Duval. Like the team's O-line protects their QB. Call the winning team at 904 Gutters with a Z to protect your home from the rain.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Call State Farm agent Kathy Scott in Jacksonville at 904-730-3665.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
San Jose Collision is hiring for an automotive detailer and porter. If you're detail-oriented, dependable, and love working with cars, apply in person at San Jose Collision in Mandarin. Valid driver's license required.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Well, he's barely been on the field. Play fake. Herbert drops the throw, fires it deep downfield, and that ball's intercepted. Antonio Johnson picks it off. He's running it back 40, 35-yard line, 30-yard line, inside the 20-yard line. How about that? Antonio Johnson picked it off. He ran it back inside the 15-yard line. How good is that by this Jaguars defense?
All right, welcome back. Jags victorious yesterday. Listen, here's the thing about the NFL. I was thinking about this yesterday when I start looking at, you start breaking things down, and the Jags 6-4, and you look at the schedule, and gosh, no reason why they can't win 9-10 games this year. And then you start really looking at the elite of the elite teams. And the schedules matter in the NFL. You win. The Detroit Lions are going through it a little bit. Every week they play somebody good. The Detroit Lions are a good football team. But the team that stands the test right now to me this year, because they're playing a first-place schedule too. Like the Bears are 7-3, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Bears are benefiting from not playing a first-place schedule, right?
That helps.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who won the NFC West last year?
Was it the
Was it the Rams?
It was the Rams or the Niners, and then
It wasn't the Niners. The Niners were like 6-11 last year.
It was the Rams. Yeah,
It was the
no
Rams.
one else made the playoffs from the
That's
West.
another team that
Seahawks missed it.
So I was like, to me, the Rams and the Eagles are the two teams that we're playing every week. We play somebody. Every week we're winning games. They're 8-2.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not arguing.
That's good football. You because you're going up against that schedule. The Chiefs have come back 5-5, tough schedule. Ravens, tough schedule, 5-5,
and lost Lamar. That's what killed
well,
them.
that did hurt.
I will.
I just think, to me, every week I look up and they're the Eagles.
I think that I will say this to your point.
They just beat the Packers 10-7. They gave up.
They play
What
defense,
the Lions get last night? 9 off them?
16-9. What a
16 points in 2 weeks against the Packers and the Lions, bro.
You want to talk about analytics gone wild? It'll be forgotten because they beat the Lions 16-9. The Eagles had a 16-6 lead last night with over 2 minutes to go in the game, and fourth and less than a yard from their own 29, and they went for it and didn't make it and gave the Lions the ball and a field goal, and now within 7.
Oh, boy.
Just ridiculous, man. I couldn't believe what you told me about Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins yesterday.
He
went for fourth and goal in a tie game on the last play of the game, went for the touchdown instead of kicking it and winning.
What?
Yes.
After you, I know you
Lost
were
their
part of it.
mind, man.
After you get the Denny Thompson Open done, I have another assignment for you.
All right.
As we head into the December month, I think we should do every Monday, college and pro. We should do a coach's stupidity
award. It'd be hard. It'd be a lot of finalists every week.
And the music that's coming to my mind is the Little Drummer Boy, because they are dum-da-dum-dum.
I think it's rumpa-pum-pum.
The coaches suck, dum-da-dum-dum. They don't know what to do. They're dum-da-dum-dum.
Math makes no sense to them.
They're dum-da-dum-dum. We can do it better. They're dum-da-dum-dum. Dum-da-dum-dum.
I got another dum-da-dum-dum
What do you think?
for you.
There are so many prospects.
It's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous, man. And these cats are making 9, 10, 11
It's
million
again, the Revenge of the Nerds and
You
the
guys
analytics.
are stupid.
Revenge of the Nerd and analytics makes these coaches look dumb. Brent Key and Georgia Tech were trying to close out a game against Boston College. They rallied. They were behind by a point. They drive it down the field. Boston College is out of timeouts. Tech has 2 left. They're at the 5-yard line.
Why?
The play that every coach in the history of the game has made is you let the clock run down to 3 seconds and you call timeout. Did Tech do it? No, Brent Key called timeout as soon as the play went dead and left 14 seconds on the clock, and it allowed, Boston College hit a play.
They got to the 50.
And got to the 50 and had a chance to put the ball in the air and an opportunity to win. And this is a 1-9 football team.
Yes.
So dum-da-dum-dum.
Dum-da-dum-dum.
Left and right.
Dum-da-dum-dum.
Our we'd be played the song for him a couple of times. Again, these are all analytics related. You can't even blame the coaches for some of these things. They have allowed these egghead nerds to convince them that to try and win a 60-minute football game, it's good for you to go for it fourth and whatever inside your 30-yard line. That's dum-da-dum-dum.
Dum-da-dum-dum.
Back with more on the Next Gen Roofing Monday. This show is
Those coaches suck. They're dum-da-dum-dum.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Weekends fly.
I agree with him.
That's why we put more football in game day. I'm in with the Terminix Kickoff Show. 5 hours before kickoff of every game. Protected by Campione Law and American Electrical Contracting on 1010XL.
Hey, First Coast, it's your boy Leon Searcy, your lemon pepper guy. Back and better than ever for Wingstop. You know I can't resist those crispy, flavorful wings that make your taste buds dance. Wingstop just opened a hot new spot on Jeremiah Street in Middleborough. At 17 locations, now serving up the most mouth-watering wings in town. And my all-time favorite, lemon pepper. Try their new quick and easy ordering on the app and swing by today for fresh, hot wings made for you. Only at Wingstop.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Wingstop and 1010XL has the ultimate tailgate for you to win. Leon Searcy here, your lemon pepper guy. Go to 1010XL.com to register to win a 100-piece wing party complete with fries, veggie sticks, and dips.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hicken here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
It's happening. The event people wait for all year. Beards Diamonds Anniversary Sale. Hicken here as the town center's only locally owned jeweler. Say hi to the Lupos when you go there. Beard celebrates 44 years in Jacksonville with huge store-wide saving. That's right, you save up to 44% on rings, earrings, bracelets, bands. Buy now and get as much as 44% off Beard's already amazing prices. Check out Beard's new collection of amazing diamond necklaces with both natural or lab-grown diamonds. Or see their selection of the hottest yellow gold fashion jewelry starting under $300. And if you're getting engaged, well, you can get the ring of her dreams and save like never before at Beard's. Beard's Diamonds, because they're local, can run circles around those corporate chain stores. Better selection, better prices, better service, better quality. Don't settle for chain store jewelry. Get her the best at Beard's. Don't miss Beard's Diamond Anniversary Sale. Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beard's.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Jason, I called you about the ductwork in my attic this summer, and you totally blew me off.
I did.
My airflow is too low and my bills are too high.
I know.
There's stains on my ceiling tiles and sweating around the vents, and the mice have chewed so many holes in the ducts, I think they're getting more AC than I am.
I know.
Then how could you let me suffer all summer, Jason?
Because summer is the one time of year I just can't send my technician into someone's steaming hot attic. They'd kill me. Ductwork is hot, cramped work at the best of times. Lucky for you, those best of times are in November.
You mean like now?
Bueller Air and Plumbing can repair your old, damaged, or just plain sketchy ductwork right now when it's not too hot and not too cold.
And none of your technicians will kill you.
It's a win-win.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Bold flavors make great gifts. Buy a $50 Flame Broiler gift card for friends, family, or co-workers and get a free bottle of the legendary Magic Sauce. Visit any 5 Jacksonville locations or FlameBroilerUSA.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update sponsored by Honda of the Avenues. Jaguar head coach Liam Cohen said the defense was especially motivated in their win over the Chargers.
They were specifically pissed off about the way last week ended. When we play well on defense, typically we win.
High school football saw the top seed survive. Now it's win or go home Friday night as the playoffs march towards Miami. Reigns and Bolds are among the top seeds still in the hunt. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 9:07 and it's 64 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
Welcome back. Great day. Jaguars victorious, 6-4. Oh. Man, I said it a couple times last week. I was like, if they just got to 6-4, how different? It's a lot different. I just didn't think they would.
I was watching the game last night, Dan, and then the graphic came up. You know what I saw?
Yeah, and wild card. Not even in the hunt.
Not even in the bottom corner.
No, we in the middle.
Yeah.
Middle section.
Yeah.
Graphic is good these days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need some explaining.
Holla at you, boy.
Yeah. I gotta get some quick. I mean, sometimes you gotta give love a chance.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta let the two kids go for it. You gotta let the kids.
What's wrong?
You know, you get a baby.
What are you worried about?
I'm worried about Kiari Cephas, a.k.a. Offset.
Oh.
Sticking his nose in his business that doesn't belong here. And I'm worried about what the ramifications could be with Stephon Diggs. I don't know. Stephon and Cardi are together now. Is that correct?
They're together.
They have a child.
On the way.
No.
Oh, baby was born?
Baby was born.
You're in the know, man.
I know. I'm telling you. Baby boy.
Okay.
So I don't need Kiari Cephas, a.k.a. Offset, going to the gram and putting my kid LOL.
Oh, man. That kind of takes away from the experience a little, you saying?
I'm the pappy of that there baby.
Yeah. In response, Belcalis Almanzar, a.k.a. Cardi, took to X to call out her estranged husband.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, y'all be thinking it's funny, and it's not. It's been over a year. I'm still being harassed and threatened to the point I feel like my life is in danger.
Ooh.
It's all fun and games until it's too late. MFers do anything for attention. They could get real nasty with just one upload. Leave me TF alone, the Mama 4 added.
That's actually pretty clean, if Cardi said it.
Yeah.
I've got a...
What's... You know, you got to let this go. Diggs is,
Diggs is the daddy?
This could uproot the whole New England Patriots season. He's having a great year for New England. We don't need this trouble.
Those guys do get in their feelings awful quick on that. I don't need any rolling up with, the pew-pew.
Those receivers, yeah.
What about Culture Wave and Blossom?
What about them? Yeah.
Leave them alone.
Yeah. Focus on those three.
He's a deadbeat dad, too. That's what Cardi says.
Man.
That's what Cardi says.
I'm not into this storyline a bit.
That's the easy, that's the low-hanging fruit.
Is it?
Deadbeat. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Not necessarily, you're saying?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I hope not.
You guys ready to be mind blown? You know the emoji where the guy's head's blown apart? You ready for this one? We've referenced that the Jaguars had a game yesterday that they did not punt. It's the first time since 2010. That's not the mind blow.
Better not be, because we reported that on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well,
here we go.
Ironically,
blow the mind.
The opponent the last time the Jaguars didn't punt.
Seattle Seahawks.
Chargers.
The Chargers. Mind blow. No, that's not the mind blow. No, here's the mind blow.
Yeah.
Little bit different game the last time the Jaguars didn't punt. The Jaguars, the last time they didn't punt, lost 38-13. Mind blow. No, wait, that's not it. Here's why they didn't punt that day. It's a much different story.
Oh, no.
David Garrard, 4 INTs.
Oh, dear.
MJD and Mike Sims-Walker each fumbled.
Oh, no.
And they had 2 turnovers on down. So they didn't punt that Sunday because they couldn't get out of their own way.
Damn.
And they didn't punt this Sunday because couldn't nobody stop them. So there's a few minor differences between now and the 15 years ago that we last played a game where we did not punt.
Complete opposite.
It's hard to believe it's been that long. I would have thought they'd have had a game somewhere, Hick.
Yeah.
Without a punt. But this ain't college football.
No.
You don't. And this, outside of that daggum fourth quarter where they couldn't get a first down, it's been a good run here, right? We talked about all 6 possessions against the last 6 possessions against the Raiders. They didn't punt. They scored every time.
Yeah.
Then they came out against the Texans in the first quarter, scored the first 2 times they had the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And now yesterday, an incredibly efficient game where they don't punt at all, and red zone touchdown percentage 5 for 6. That'll help in the stats.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Dominant win in every form of fashion, and But just the fact that they didn't punt may not tell the whole story if you go back and look at the last time that happened.
Okay. All right.
I learned something watching Florida and Miami last night, and I've watched a couple of college basketball games this year.
Yeah.
Did you notice a major rules change in college basketball? I noticed it on a second-half drive to the hoop from Tommy Houck. Did you notice it?
Yeah, continuation.
Yeah, continuation now in college basketball.
Yeah.
Like they have in the NBA. So if you're driving down the lane and you get bumped and they deem that you would have continued shooting and scoring had you not gotten fouled, they now give you continuation in college basketball. Well, I like it for the Gators because that's the way they play. And Houck will get quite a few of those
I tell
continuation.
you, had a great game last night. It was Big Ruben. Big Ruben came to play last night. He had 16 and 12 before he fouled out. We had two guys foul out because the refs decided that they wanted to insert themselves into the game and started calling fouls with 19 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, Chinyelu yesterday was actually a go-to offensive option. They were dumping it down
He had
into
a nice soft touch yesterday.
Yeah, and he hadn't had that all 4 games this year, so
Yeah.
that was nice to see. They're going to have to get – and look, I part of it – there's some unknown here. I don't know what FSU and Miami are. I mean, we'll find out as the season goes on. I don't know. Should you be happy with a 12-point win over 14-point win over Miami? Is that going to age well?
Well, they got a couple more. Now they got a couple throwaway games, and they go Duke UConn. So
I feel
it's Duke and UConn are both very good, and if I got to split out of that, I'd
I
be really
want to
happy.
win. I definitely want to beat another. I want to beat a good team. But look, the reality is these two hotshot transfer portal guards that a lot is going to be counted on, and by no means do I think that they can't come through, but they are off to woeful three-point shooting starts and overall shooting, but they went 0 for 10 from 3 yesterday on a night that outside of them, they went 11 for 21.
Shooting is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like hitting in baseball, man. I've seen guys, come to Florida and just never, and they were good someplace else and they were not good here. Now, Xavier Lee's dealing with stepping up in competition. He's an Ivy League guy, so he's dealing with that.
Boogie's a 5-star McDonald's.
Yeah. Boogie got to be able to shoot the rock. Boogie also sometimes he's good to have the ball picked from his pocket once or twice a game when he's dribbling.
Yeah, and Lee isn't afraid to put a handle on the ball and carry it for 3 or 4 steps. He likes to do that pause dribble. They finally called him yesterday. Golden was ticked but it was the right call. He picked the ball up at top of the key. Next time he dribbled, he was in the paint somewhere.
Was he?
But he's got to get going. He's got an energy about him, but he has been dreadful these first 4. Boogie Flans had some moments, I feel like. Xavier Lee came out the very first game, Hick. He had a 3 and he had a drive to the basket, and he's not done much since then. Auburn nearly beat number 1 Houston yesterday.
Auburn started slow too. They barely beat Bethune. I thought, Auburn is a program that needs a good coach to succeed. Otherwise, they'll just kind of.
And we'll see if Stephen Pearl can just carry over from Bruce Pearl with the recruiting and the energy and the vibe of the program because they were very good with Bruce Pearl there, right? A couple of Final Fours.
Very good. Very good. He set it up for his son beautifully. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, back to the National Football League yesterday. Our opponent this week, the Arizona Cardinals quarterback, set an NFL record for the most completions ever in a game.
Yeah.
With 47.
In regular season. He tied. Roethlisberger, I guess, did it in the postseason one year.
Okay. 47 completions, and they lost. They got hammered.
Right. Look, I watched some of that, not a bunch. There were 2 good 4:00 games yesterday. I really was bouncing between the Broncos game and the Rams game. But it's the most hollow yards you could have because they were just getting blown out the whole time. I would suspect that San Francisco is just kind of sitting back in a prevent defense. It did not feel like just tuning into that game here and there.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like the Cardinals were moving the ball. I was shocked that he had that amount of production. I wonder how much came in the fourth quarter even because it was
had a good game.
It was 31-10. It was 35-10 going into the fourth quarter.
As well as he played. You know who had the best game as a quarterback yesterday?
Let me see.
Yeah. Best game. Man, because it wasn't a great day for quarterbacking yesterday.
No, and
including our guy. It was just okay.
I know that the Bryce Young had a good game.
Bryce Young.
Is that the one you were looking for?
Yeah, man.
I was just kind of looking at the scores here. He had to get the Falcons. Man, they've
Falcons
lost
are a disgrace.
so many
That coach should be
games.
fired immediately.
I told you this 3 weeks
way
ago.
Too much talent
I know.
to be 3-7,
and they've
I'm
lost like 5 games in overtime or because of the last.
Mostly mad because I picked them 31 of 45 for a franchise record, 448 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Tet had a big game.
That's a football game now.
Yeah.
31 of 45, 448, 3 touchdowns. Ted had 8 for 130.
And Tet looks like a number one, right? He's got the build.
Man, yeah.
He's having
That's
a
baller.
big year.
Tet's and Igbuka are ballers,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, if you wanted a receiver in a corner, maybe you take Tet in round 1 and circle back for a corner in round 2. I'm just saying, I don't want to be that guy, but I don't want to be that guy.
Josh Allen had 6 touchdowns too.
Yeah, 3 and 3. It's only happened
I mean,
three times in NFL history has a player had 3 touchdowns rushing and 3 passing.
Yeah.
2 of the 3 times it was Josh Allen. The other time it was a guy named Otto Graham in like the 40s. So yeah, he's just built different.
Well, let's get. I mean, Bryce Young, has gotten. That's a heck of a game and a bounce back game for Carolina to get to 6-5. Remember, they had lost to New Orleans at home. They kind of like us. They're mirroring us a little bit.
Yeah, we've had sturdier wins than them.
Yes.
Again, it's not to be beating the Chiefs, Niners, Texans, even Panthers now at 6-5. I bet you our strength of record will be pretty good.
Very good.
I bet if you looked at like the winning percentage of I bet you our opponent's winning percentage to this point is over 500.
Mm-hmm. But Jackson Smith and Jigba leads in the NFL with 1,146 yards in 10 games.
Did he do much yesterday? I felt like Darnold was always throwing it to a guy in a Rams jersey.
They almost stole that game at the end. They almost did. They had Jason Myers line it up for a 60-yarder, and he missed it. He missed the field goal. We got to take a break. This is the drill on 1010XL 92.5.
It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's food, friends, and football. After you watch the game, discuss it with Hacker Leon and Coach Gerald Ingram. The Window World of Northeast Florida, 5th quarter. Live from Hurricane Grill and Wings, Julington Creek. Nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bow9 & Associates. It's Hicken here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team bring you the latest options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, traditional LASIK, tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision. No hassle, no fuss. You ready to see the difference? Call now or visit bow9.com and get that free screening. They're Bow9 Associates, and they are keeping the First Coast focused.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
1010XL and Southeast Orthopedic Specialists congratulate our Scholar Athlete of the Week, McCarthy Crenshaw, senior tennis and basketball player at Fletcher High. McCarthy is a member of the Science, History, and National Honor Societies and is vice president of the Interact Club.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know Before You Blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open in World Golf Village with state-of-the-art technology that detects cancer fast and accurately. Same-day appointments are available where faster answers meet compassionate care. AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Hey Jacksonville, Rick Ballou here. Small business owners need trucks and vans to keep your business moving? Jacksonville Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram Westside has Ram 1500s to heavy-duty 2500s, ProMasters, and custom uplifts ready to work. Visit them on Commonwealth Avenue or go online to jaxwest.com. Jacksonville Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram Westside, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars and your local partner for work-ready vehicles.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjax.com to learn more. That's bestbetjax.com.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TerMinix.com. That's right, Terminix it.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, it's a Raise the Roof Monday brought to you by our friends at Next Gen Roofing. They'll be your friends too, partnering with you, a fixture here in the community. So there's a lot of fly-by-night roof companies out there, especially when storm season hits. So you remember that one. That'll be your buzzword. Next Gen Roofing, whenever you have roofing needs. Justin Herbert, probably seen enough of Jacksonville for a while, but think about it in this way. Yesterday, his worst game as a pro. I can't imagine he's had a worse one. He didn't have a ton of picks, but you got a passer rating of like 40, and you don't even get to 100 yards. He was sacked over and over. It was just a miserable day. But let's don't forget, after that fast start by the Chargers in the playoff game, Justin Herbert had a real bad second half against the Jaguars in that playoff game. So this is 6 quarters, and it's just been a house of horrors for Justin Herbert. And say what we want and angst over our quarterback, but there is one nice little stat now for Trevor Lawrence. 3-0 against Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
3-0 in those head-to-head matchups. Here's another kind of sign of this recent turn in this rivalry to the Jaguars' favor, or this series, I guess, better than rivalry. The last time the Jaguars won a game by 25-plus points, 2022, 38-10 at the Chargers. I think maybe we should wish for a Chargers-Jaguars playoff matchup if we're fortunate enough to get that far.
Straight up.
Yeah. 6-4, the Jags are in great shape to be a playoff team. You should be able to find 4 wins in these last 7 games. You got 2 against the Titans. You got the 2-8 Jets. You're at Arizona this week, who has, not exactly been a power team. And the 2-game series with the Colts. The Jags have proven through the years that they're perfectly capable of splitting that series at least. What's that long streak we've got over the Colts here? It's like 11 games or something.
No, it's like 6, I think.
Is it? I think it's more, but I'm not positive.
Yeah.
Anyway, first things first, a game at Arizona this weekend.
Yes, that's a big game, obviously, for us, but they're all big. Every week we'll make it out to be the biggest game of the year, and Tony Baselli says it best, the biggest game of franchise history. He'll spout that again this week, as he did last week. And I am so happy with the way that this organization responded to what happened in Houston, and that they did show change. They did show growth. They did show something different. That I'm happy for Liam Cohen, who got his guys playing good football. I'm happy for, the coaching staff. I'm happy for the players who played like they're capable of. And I know it's the NFL and it's week to week. It just seems odd to me that I guess the other guys get paid too. It's just very odd that you're able to play so well and then just be like and I'm sure coaching has something to do with it. And I don't know. It seemed like the Chargers decided to take the week off maybe. I don't know. We won 3 in a row. We're good. Let's just not work too hard this week. Go out there, take the L, and come on back.
E.T., give me Liam Cohen cut 5. Get that saddled up for me, because it's been pointed out, and so we'll get the reasoning behind it. But, much was made of Trevor not wearing the wristband this year.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday he was back in the wristband.
Yeah.
Does it have anything to do with the lack of pre-snap penalties and some of the other things? Who knows? But what was the motivation behind Trevor going back to the wristband? Here's his head coach and play caller, Liam Cohen.
I thought it actually really helped us. We did it for not the whole plan and everything. It was some specific stuff that we wanted to maybe play a little bit faster and just have a little bit more tempo in and out of the huddle, and just more clarity on some of the things. And I know it definitely helped us for sure. I think today.
Well, the offense was certainly efficient, and it's clear that this team at its best. I mean, they need Trevor to just kind of man. So far, the success has been Trevor managing. If they need a fourth quarter score, he's got it. But the stats are the stats. They're way below championship level quarterbacking. And so, but it's a football team in a year. There aren't many years where you feel your Jaguars can beat just about anybody who's on the schedule. Is that fair? How many years in
right?
How many? Is there a team right now that if the Jaguars hosted this week, you'd think they couldn't beat? The Rams, maybe? Somebody who beat you already?
No, I mean, look,
like anyone, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know how. I don't know how good we are. I don't know. I can't get a feel for this team, But potentially, they have proven with wins against the Chiefs, the Niners, and the Chargers yesterday that they can play with just about anybody. So we'll see going forward. Again, a lot of football left. We're only 6-4, man. We got 7 to go.
Right. It's barely over the half.
4-3 get you to 10-7, and 10-7 get you a game somewhere, in all likelihood. The week after the season ends, which is really good.
Well, the Jaguars right now have like the highest strength of victory in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it shows you, and that is a great stat to have on your side, because it shows you're beating good teams.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just go through the wins. I mean, they beat Carolina. They're above 500.
Mm-hmm.
They beat San Francisco. They're well above 500. They beat Houston, who's back to 500. They beat the Chiefs, who are 500. They just beat the Chargers, who are well over 500. The only team that they beat, and it's not a 500 football team, is the Raiders. And yet, Dan, they lost to the Texans when they were sub 500. They lost to the Bengals. They're a sub 500 team. Now the other 2 losses are legit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Seattle and the Rams. Who would you pick to win the NFC?
The NFC?
Yeah.
Philly.
You'll still stay with them over the Rams or Seattle or Detroit?
I like the Rams in Seattle. I think it'll be a heck of a playoff.
What if Philly doesn't have home field? What if home field goes through Seattle or Los
L.A.,
Angeles?
there is no home field.
Yeah,
there is at the point that you're at home, but I guarantee in the NFC Championship game.
I wonder if it's changing at all now that the Rams have been more successful and have been back for a few years.
No, I saw the Niners there this year. It was all red. I mean, I know.
I would hope by the playoffs that it wouldn't be like a majority of Eagles fans, but the Eagles fans will travel. So to your point, I think it's more. But I'm okay with that, Hick. I think it's more not having to play in their place than it is having your own home field.
Yeah,
it won't be all them. So in Seattle, that won't happen. Seattle will shout them down.
Yeah.
That's a really good, robust home crowd there.
Again, Sam Darnold, big game yesterday, threw 4 picks.
You can't. There's no way. If you're Seattle, do you trust him? If you're a Seattle fan, there's no way he'll do that in the postseason. And by the way, they said the last 2 times, the Rams last year in the playoff game sacked him 9 times. And, So he's just the Rams probably more than anyone are in his head.
I hate it for him. I like him. He's a great story, a reclamation project. He's been so good, but he obviously has to prove he can take the next step. He's a great regular season guy, but when there's the big game, and yesterday was the big game, he didn't do well.
Yeah.
And he didn't do well at the end last year in the in the
playoff game.
Well, the regular season game for the number one seed.
For Detroit, he played bad.
Detroit hammered him, and then in the playoff game, it was the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams. They sacked him 9 times.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, he's probably – and by the way, we are a guy documented who sees ghosts.
This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Choose your social channel. Twitter at 1010XL. Facebook at 1010XL. Instagram at 1010XL. TikTok at 1010XL. YouTube at 1010XL. 1010XL is there.
It's the end-of-year sales event going on now at Atlantic Infinity. This is Hayes Carlyon. Get 0% interest on select new Infinity models and special lease offers on the stunning QX60. Luxury, performance, and style, all in one drive. All new vehicles are backed with the exclusive Atlantic Infinity Promise. That's over $7,000 in added value just for buying smarter. Visit AtlanticInfinity.com to see all new models or visit the showroom near Atlantic in St. John's Bluff.
Are you ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? It's the Black Friday sales event going on now at Renewal by Andersen. Buy now and pay nothing until 2027. That's no money down, no payments, and no interest for 2 years. This offer expires November 30th. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On November 17, 1956, Syracuse running back Jim Brown scores an NCAA record 43 points, which included 6 touchdowns and 7 extra points.
Hi, I'm John Haney from Clearwater Gutters and Drainage. After heavy rains, the problems are obvious. Mulch blown out of your beds, water standing around your foundation, and that fancy new crater back behind your bushes. Let Clearwater Seamless Gutters help you solve the problem spots.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters. And drainage, too.
Find out more at clearwaterjacks.com.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Football season is all about hanging at home and watching the big ball games. Well, if your AC and heating unit is letting you down and keeping those electric bills sky high, think about getting a new energy-efficient AC unit from Florida Home AC. They've got great deals on replacements plus rebates and incentives to make it more affordable. Call Florida Home AC at 777-4300 and get their expert staff to take a look. Football season is all about fun and playing for the win. Make sure you have the winning team on your side with Florida Home AC.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
I don't want to cool down. I want to stay hot. Gator boys stay hot. Jag boys stay hot. I want to be hot.
Well, let's do it.
But
no cooling down. We're staying hot. We're going out to Arizona.
Yeah, let's go. Going out to the desert. Great time of the year to go out to the desert. Just a long way to go, though.
Listen, I thought it was an impressive crowd, when you consider where it fell on our local sports schedule. But they had almost 9,000 in the arena last night for Florida basketball. I thought maybe it could have been platformed a little easier. 7 o'clock on a Tuesday might, make it easier. But I'm sure there were a lot of moving parts. They had to play it when they did. And considering the fares down there, and that can be a bit of a detractor when you're going. The fact that the Jags played yesterday, I know there were some people that pulled double duty. Did you see the shot of the kid and his girlfriend?
No.
I say kid, young man. He's in a Jag jersey, and she's in a Chargers jersey.
I did see when I was leaving, I was walking out, the long line of people who were at the Jags game wanting to go into the fair.
Well, they got free entry.
That's good people, man. That's
free entry with the ticket.
Last thing I'm doing is going to the fair.
Yeah,
though.
I tell you, though, again, free entry with that ticket, man. You may as well go in there and get some fair food. I wouldn't mind some of that.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, your boy.
I wouldn't ride a fair ride if you paid me, though.
Were you out of juice?
Out of juice? There's no way I would.
I don't know how you go as much as you do.
Yeah, I think you'd be.
We haven't really talked about this. The Steelers have had kind of a renaissance year. I mean, they're continuing to the same record as the Jags, and Aaron Rodgers looks like broke his wrist yesterday. So,
oh boy,
maybe the success that they've gotten with the offense at this point, Mason Rudolph can just step in and they won't suffer for it. But I thought Rodgers isn't super happy with the way he's played, but I thought he's played decent.
Hey, it was a good win. You got to get wins if you're Pittsburgh. You want to make the playoffs. And, Mike Tomlin somehow be 9-8, worst case scenario. You want to know one big reason why we've survived 40 years on local TV? It's not my good looks, but it's my good-looking suits, shirts, and ties, thanks to Oceanside Cleaners, the very best, the major leagues, the creme de la creme. And they bring us the New York City headlines. Listen, they make it so easy at Oceanside Cleaners. Free pickup, free delivery at your home or business. Just give them a call. They deliver text reminders all the time. They save you time. You can always use their service kiosk 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in Ponte Vedra and on Southside Boulevard. Man, Michael P. Harris and his family have been doing this for 35 years. That means stability. That means success. Dry cleaning, laundry, bedding. Listen, you're a doctor. You wear lab coats. Man, they'll make them look perfect for you. Oceanside Cleaners, 2 locations that serve you. Jacksonville off Southside Boulevard and Ponte Vedra. We just don't clean. We care. They're Oceanside Cleaners. New York City headlines. Great catch. Jets cornerback shooting suspect seen in newly released photos. Cops.
Yeah, it's odd. They're not giving any details of that. Detail 1, if you've got an NFL game at 1 o'clock on Sunday, don't be out in the bars at 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Just a thought.
Singer slammed over outfit during U.S. national anthem at first ever NFL game in Spain.
There is really no such thing as inappropriate anymore. That's what I've determined. So I don't know what was offensive about their outfit. I didn't watch.
Eddie Murphy reveals wild sex proposition from Hollywood legend at his 21st birthday party.
Well, it appears he got a bunch of those. Doesn't Eddie Murphy have like 40 kids or something?
I think he do got.
Yeah, he got a lot of kids in it.
NYPD cop wounded in face during standoff with shotgun-wielding homicide suspect.
Shot in the face with a shotgun. That's the definition of a bad day.
Age is just a number. Legendary Bond girl declares 70 is the new 50 after finding love again following 4 marriages.
That's that Barbara Bach, isn't it? Isn't that who it is?
No, that looks like...
okay, well, I don't know. Don't tell me galore. Do not do it.
That looks like Pussy Galore.
He missed it. He doesn't know who that is. Did you hear what he just said, E? Get off the phone, man.
Dump it, E! Dump it!
Did you hear what he just said?
Too late.
Who is the Bond girl there that you say has rediscovered love after 4 attempts at marriage?
Pussy Galore.
Oh, bruh.
What's the name?
Bro.
What do you mean? That's her name. Idiot horrifies Yellowstone National Park visitors after provoking wolf pack.
Yeah, what kind of visitor goes to Yellowstone and says, yeah, it's a good day to provoke a wolf pack?
Yeah.
This isn't the wolf pack from Hangover. These are real wolves that eat you. By the way, what he said is a verified character villain in a James Bond movie.
Fair.
So it's there. But yeah, I know. I don't know what to tell you.
Air Force vet found dead inside mail machine. Got engaged just 10 days earlier.
Yeah, how do you get in a mail machine, you think?
Climb in it.
What is a mail machine? I don't even know what that is.
This unexpected European city tops list for stress-free getaways.
Oslo. I'm going Oslo.
Shining Bright Governor's Awards 2025 red carpet. DiCaprio, Lawrence, Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, that sounds like the next thing in line that I never want to watch.
She always in the news.
Wicked Times. Cynthia Erivo speaks out about scary Ariana Grande red carpet incident as crazed fan gets prison time.
Can I add one here to New York City headlines should be in there? Did you see that Russia's been working on this AI robot, right? It's supposed to be this fantastic lifeline, and they were introducing it over there in Russia, and the thing walked out about 4 steps and just face planted. Keep up the good work, Ruskies.
DoorDash, Prada-loving faux food influencer, is a serial dine and dasher at top New York City eateries.
I guess he gets away with it in an Uber vehicle.
Snatched, notorious drug kingpin arrested 4 years after faking his death.
Didn't work. Didn't take.
Didn't work.
The fake didn't take.
Yeah. Lucky dog remarkably unscathed after falling 100 feet down cliff.
Wow.
Lucky dog.
A cat I could understand. A dog you feel would not survive that.
Yeah, there you have it.
Yeah, falling down a 100-foot cliff, not a good thing to incorporate into your day. All right, we've talked about this guy when he's lined up the octogenarian, or not. That's probably a little too harsh, but these senior citizen boxers and these former MMA guys.
Yes.
Jake Paul's putting his money where his mouth is.
Okay.
He's scheduled
a real fight?
He's scheduled a real fight.
Oh, what do we got? Who are we fighting?
He's fighting two-time unified heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, who's just 36 years old. I'm pretty sure Joshua has fought relatively recently. The fight will be streamed on Netflix Live. It's coming up December 19th in Miami. It's going to be 8 3-minute rounds and a 10-ounce glove. Stand for heavyweight fights. It's a real fight. About face for Paul, the 27-year-old was originally slated to take on WBA lightweight champ Gervonta Tank Davis. However, the bout was canceled after Davis was named in a civil lawsuit with some, very sundry things going on there. So instead of an exhibition against a hard-hitting pro boxer, Paul's now going to face the 2-time heavyweight champion, Olympic gold medalist, in a sanctioned pro boxing event.
Wow.
Now, Joshua has fought as high as 256 pounds. That's 100 pounds heavier than Davis. But Paul has campaigned primarily as a cruiserweight. The most he's weighed was 227 in that dance and pepper match against Tyson, which was gross. But Paul said, and I think for the first time, these embellished words carry some weight. This isn't an AI simulation. This is Judgment Day, a professional heavyweight fight against an elite world champion in his prime. When I beat Anthony Joshua, every doubt disappears, and no one can deny me the opportunity to fight for a world title. To all my haters, this is what you wanted. To the people of the United Kingdom, I'm sorry. On Friday, December 19th, under the lights in Miami, live globally, the torch gets passed and Britain's Goliath gets put to sleep.
Oh, yes,
E.
That's what we want.
December 19th, E.
We're in, E.
I might have to slide.
Boys are going to have to party that night.
Oh, yeah.
We have to get J.J. LaSelva, the station boxing expert, to tell me. I know that name. I know Joshua's been a champion. And 36, right? Like some prime fighters fought at 36, didn't they?
36 is okay.
Yeah, that's okay for fighting. You're not 46, a little different.
Right.
He didn't add that he saw him and he looks like the dude at the end of Dodgeball.
Well, his milkshake brings all the boys in the yard. All right, back to put a wrap on this fantastic show. It's been a next-gen roofing Monday on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marion with Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyriq.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
So welcome. Experience Pink Floyd. To the machine. Floyd. Nation. November 21st at Florida Theater. Floyd Nation. Don't be afraid to I don't need no arms around me.
sensation. Experience Pink Floyd. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL. Served by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. With over 1,700 five-star Google reviews, it was a no-brainer to have Closets by Design help us get organized at home. They create custom storage for every space, lifestyle, and budget. From closets to garages to laundry rooms and more. Closets by Design will transform clutter into seamless organization. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation before the holidays and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off with free installation. 18-month financing is available. Call 878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Okay, Jacksonville, it's Hicken here with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings, man. I'm talking garage. Oh, start there. Patio, pool deck, driveways. They can do it all. Talk to Brendan. He's the owner of Checkmate Coatings, man. He's been in it. He knows what he's doing. He loves it. And he's got true Jacksonville folks keeping prices low with no massive overhead. So slam dunk those floors. CheckmateCoatings.com. That's CheckmateCoatings.com. It's Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season is finally here, and with that, hopefully comes cooler weather. And if you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space and just haven't pulled the trigger, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures right now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business. Give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you spend a lot of time talking about diamonds, but what about some of the colored stones we see?
Frank, when you talk about colored stones, there are literally hundreds of varieties and species in the gem kingdom. As certified gemologists, we're trained gemologically on the identification of each of these and can separate the man-made synthetics and imitations from the real thing. But at Underwoods, we can go to the next step. At Underwoods, we're active buyers of loose-colored stones in the world markets, so we have an understanding of the values of colored stones as they relate back to the various qualities. In fact, just like diamonds, we buy most of our colored stones loose, then create the pieces of jewelry to hold the gems. You can be assured not only of the authenticity and quality of our colored stone jewelry, but also of the value. So if you're in the market for a fine quality emerald, sapphire, ruby, aquamarine, amethyst, citrine, tourmaline, peridot, or any other gemstone, come by and see us at Underwoods.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Yeah! Welcome back. Tell you what, man, you want like a leader of a football team, this cat Deion Dawkins with the Bills.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. And Keon Coleman yesterday was a scratch. He was a healthy scratch. He was late for a team meeting. Deion Dawkins just said, hey, pats on the back are over with. Time for him to grow up, and he knows it. So you can't.
He does act childlike, that guy.
Can't be doing that, man, and cost your team. And anyway, Buffalo went out and won the game anyway. So another great call yesterday. Did you see the Ravens tight end tush push fake? Spun out and then ran for a touchdown.
Mark Andrews.
Yeah. It was like the longest.
It was a great call.
It was like something like they said, and I'll get this wrong, so don't quote me on it. But it was like the longest run for a touchdown by a tight end since like Jackie Smith, or second longest ever, or something like that. But it was pretty impressive. But yeah, Mark Andrews, and that broke the 16-16 tie. Ravens had to work extra hard to beat the Browns yesterday, and the one-man wrecking crew, Myles Garrett, and don't ever feel sorry for him, had 4 sacks. He's got 15 this year, and he's just going to toil anonymity right to the Hall of Fame because he's stuck playing for the Browns, and he had his ticket out last year. He had his ticket out, and he backed off when they threw that
in
money
fairness,
at him.
he's not poor mouthing. That was just me saying it's too bad.
Oh,
he
no,
can't
no,
play.
no.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you get the money and you hope the team does something around you. The
Yeah.
problem with the Browns now is they were forever in quarterback turmoil, and they're just right back there again. They just can't find a quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, period in the story. They spent 2 draft picks on 2 guys. Let's be honest right now. Are Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders ever going to be any good in the NFL?
Right.
They're not.
No, you gotta
and
go
I
get
know
one
it's
again.
early.
Yeah.
Whatever. No, they're not. They're never at their peak. They'll, at their best, they could hope to be Jacoby Brissett. At their best.
Very best.
And he's done a lot more than. But Gabriel, every week he goes out there, looks like weak-armed and completely over his head.
Yeah.
And Shedeur yesterday, I mean, look, it's a tough spot. It is. Was terrible.
Yeah.
Like 4 for 16 and, less than 50 yards, a pick. It's not even his fault. It's the Browns, man.
Mm-hmm. Play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Didn't see that one coming, Tone.
Like, that's one of those true moments that every now and then happen in sports where when the guys from the locker room come out and say no one believed in us, we're like, yeah, you're right.
That's fair.
You're fair.
I would have told them that. Yeah, I damn sure didn't.
This week they were on it, right?
Yeah.
And we'll see what it looks like going into the future for this football team. But it is nice, with all the conversations we have about this franchise and the history of it and these kinds of things, when it happens to the Jags like that, what do the Jaguars fans say? Why are we never the team on the other side of this kind of thing? Well, yesterday you were.
Yeah.
Right? Like the Chargers were dead basically from the beginning of that game. Right? But once the Jags got any kind of lead, the Chargers had no answer for what the Jaguars were doing. And I do, as I was watching the game, I'm trying to put myself in the mindset of a Chargers fan.
Yeah.
Who every time they think their team is any good, they do this.
Yeah.
Every time.
You're right.
That's the history of that franchise. Every time they get to look like they're any good, this happens to them.
And
it usually happens to them in the playoffs.
Right.
When this kind of thing happens, and just everything falls out from underneath their feet. So Chargers fans, and I saw a few of them that were talking their smack throughout the entire week last week. And it looks even dumber in hindsight. It's like, y'all don't know who you are?
Right.
I thought you were a fan of this team.
Right.
This is what happens to the Chargers. We'll see what kind of momentum the Jaguars can create for themselves coming off of this.
What do you got cooking today on the Monday? Obviously, a lot to unpack from yesterday's brilliant performance.
David Garrard will join us for the program as he does on Mondays during the season, and we'll react to everything that we saw.
Great deal.
From the football team. Yeah.
Have a great show.
Thank you.
A victory Monday for you guys and everyone else here in Jacksonville, FLA, with the beautiful sun shining.
Just to put a bow on something that we brought up. 10 in a row here in Jacksonville for the Jags over the Colts.
10?
10 straight. They haven't lost to them here since 2014. So,
holy cow.
Yeah, like I was saying.
I just saw Dylan Denmark. He owes me $2,000.
Yeah.
I am so excited.
Wow. Again, FHSAA right now, blushing. Huh? Dylan,
You
listen,
better come
man,
back strong next week.
let me give you. You're a young man still, and I know you like to dabble in the
saving those
I know you like to
dollars.
dabble in the wagering. So let me just give you some advice that someone should give a man while he's still young. Okay, and you have fun with your high school hijinks and your Hard Rock app. Do whatever you
Put 'em
want.
on the list.
But let me tell you this. This is the one thing you need to remember. Okay, kid, don't bet what you ain't got.
We're done. Time to swerve.
Swerve, 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 swerve.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Playmakers make special plays.
That right there, that's special.
Special plays make the special teams player of the game.
Winning football players who can step up in a clutch moment.
After the game, pump up the Superior Plumbing Special Teams player of the game on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save your